The untouchable True School Sports Empire proudly presents something the boxing game's been missing. Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. Now, to my left, we have a man that really needs no introduction for he is known the world over. It's the one, it's the only, it's Pops.
First of all, welcome everybody here to the live. Happy 27th birthday, Brandon. Love you lots, and let's talk boxing.
Absolutely. So, yeah, today's my birthday today. We're 27 years young. 27 and handsome. We just getting started in life, so it's good to be alive for another year. It's good to make it to 27. A lot of people that I grew up with didn't even make it to 27. So the fact that I made it to 27, I'm really appreciative for the life that God has given me, and I'm thankful for you guys. I'm thankful for all the wonderful viewers that watch the channel and all you guys that support. You guys really do mean a lot to me. More than you know. So yeah, man, really just grateful to be here. Really grateful to be 27. And yeah, so but enough of that. Let's be real. Most of y'all don't give a fuck. That's my birthday. Yeah. All right. Y'all came here to hear about the news, the breaking news of the day, which is Jermall Charlo. Okay. Now, before we get into Jermall Charlo, programming reminder for you guys. Tomorrow, all right, we will be live for Daniel Jacobs versus John Ryder. There will be a live fight reaction extravaganza for that tomorrow. So please don't make no plans. Make sure you guys join us. Make sure you guys continue to support the channel as we march closer and closer to 40,000 subscribers. And that's just what it is, man. So with that being said, and with that being established here on True School Sports, let's get to a couple of the comments. I do see a couple of comments. So shout out to my man, Sierra Douglas. He says, ha, 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 with the laughing emoji. Yes. I think it's pretty funny. To me, look, I don't wish bad on nobody, but Jermall Charlo has been pissing me off for a long time. So the fact that he got arrested is funny to me. But not only is it funny, it's even funnier that it happened on my birthday. So that makes it, what a gift. Thank you, Charlo. Yeah. Thank you, Charlo. Chance Dawson says, damn, bro. Yes, it's not good that he's over here getting arrested, but we'll get into that here. We'll get into all that in a second. Hyro says he deserves handcuffs or the needle. This guy is 160 is his weight division. He ducked Andrade. He's such a coward. He ducked Canelo. He needs to be stripped. He's where he deserves to be. And listen, Charlo, Hyro not pulling no punches today.
He ain't playing.
He not playing. You never see Andrade in trouble with the law. Well, that's not true either. He did have one incident with the gun that one time, but that's neither here nor there. There's two sides to every story. There absolutely is. But the timing of this is just so funny because he's supposed to be in negotiations for the Canelo fight. This winds up happening. So, if you really wanted to be an asshole, you could say Jermall Charlo's ducking Canelo. Yep. He's ducking Canelo. He says, what the RR1000, what's up, Chemi? He says, what the fuck? Don't let it be crack. No, it's not crack. And then Johnny Martinez, shout out to Johnny Martinez and shout out to JD. He says,
shout out.
Fool. Yeah, you guys are fool. Did Charlo beat his wife? I don't think he beat his wife. From the report that I read, they were saying that he grabbed a man that lives in his household. We're still waiting for details to come out. But let's get right into it. Let's not waste no time. Let's get into the nitty-gritty of it all, okay? So we're going to go to screen share. If you're here, make sure you guys hit that like button. Definitely take the time to subscribe. It's your boy BT, the untouchable True School Sports Empire. The Jermall Charlo goes to prison.
Super chat, BT's birthday.
Yeah, super chat. It's my birthday. Feel free to super chat. But
yeah.
So here's the report, right from TMZ, okay? TMZ says it right here. Jermall Charlo, boxing star, arrested and booked on a felony assault charge. You know what I'm saying?
Crazy,
look at this, mugshot and everything.
I don't know what's going on with Charlo the last few years or year. He got thing with a credit card, and now this right here. One thing I will say, if whether you're a professional boxer or you're a professional, you need to uphold your status and your discipline in and outside the ring, and we can see that he's got a lot of demons in him. I think I don't know what's going on with him. And I'll be honest, BT, I thought Jermall was going to be the one that's going to cost like
this is crazy shit, right?
And it's like a 360 reversal.
180, yeah, 180.
Oh yeah.
So it is what it is. But yeah. So basically, what wound up happening was according to documents, Charlo's arrest stems from an alleged September 21st, 2021 incident in which he was accused of punching or grabbing a man. Officials in the documents. Oh, so this happened in September. This didn't even happen today. They're just now reporting it today. So that's kind of funny.
No, something happened. They think that that's probably what happened from that case right there. That's another case he had.
Okay.
They didn't get dropped out. They didn't even get dropped or nothing. He never got charged for it.
Okay.
So they assume that the investigators are checking that out. But what he did today, he did something today. I don't know what he did, but he did something today.
Okay. Officials on the dock say the man was injured in the alleged altercation. They also say the man was a member of Charlo's family or household. So you mean to tell me Jermall Charlo's out here ducking Demetrius Andrade? He's talking all this stuff, popping all this smoke. He don't want to fight Andrade. He don't want to fight none of these guys, but he want to fight his family. It's fucked up, man.
I mean, it's real bad, and it shows undiscipline in him. And I get it, and you know, all families always have some kind of arguments and fighting and disgruntled, whatever.
I've got into quite a few.
But at the end of the day, the reality is you're about to what you were supposed to. I don't know what's going to happen now. About to get one of the biggest paydays if you would have gotten at least had a shot to be in with the Canelo sweepstakes. But now I think you're done.
Finito, the end. Boxing star Jermall Charlo is in trouble with the law again. TMZ Sports has learned he was arrested Friday in Texas. A Fort Bend County jail tells us the 31-year-old was booked around 1:30 p.m. Central Time after a warrant for his arrest was issued by the Fort Bend County Sheriff's Office. According to jail records, Charlo was booked on a felony charge of assaulting a family member or household member with the previous conviction. His bond was set to $10,000, though record shows he's still in custody. Details of the allegations against Charlo are currently unclear, and we are working on it. So there you have it, man. There you have it. Jermall Charlo. You know what's funny, Pop? So they said his bond was set to $10,000. Yeah. He's still in custody. You think his credit card will work to get him out of there?
You got a joke, dude.
You think his credit card? Listen, Jermall Charlo's been getting in trouble a lot recently, like a lot. This ain't the first time. I mean, it wasn't so long ago that this happened. Back in August. You think y'all thought I forgot?
Yeah.
Jermall Charlo over here stealing money from waitresses.
I mean, it's not a good. I know he's an adult, whatever, but it's not a good sign for PBC either to get this kind of exposure from the boxes that he got. Jermall being a champion, carrying himself this way. We're all humans, but at some point you got to realize, hey, I think he's got deeper demons than what those incidents talk about. Because before all this happened, the last couple of years, Jermall Charlo was never like this. All of a sudden now, but we don't know.
Now, Pops. Now, we're still waiting for the details to come out. But a lot of people like Punch Smollett says that it's his wife. A lot of people think that it could be his wife. Do you think Jermall Charlo is the latest in a long line of fighters to beat up on his wife? Because we don't know the details yet. What you think?
I think it's possibly when you get married after a while and your wife continues. I mean, nobody's human. No marriage is perfect. You have those days where you're irritable and you can't do a shit, and sometimes it builds up, and you don't know what she probably got under her skin to get. I mean, what she did to get under his skin, and she could be part of the problem. She could be, or she is part of the problem. Put it that way. And sometimes we need to realize: is it all worth reacting, counter-reacting to a relationship with that?
This is why you, as a man, at all times, not just with women, but everything, you got to be in control of your emotions. Because listen, when it comes to women, I'm not saying anything bad about women. I love women, but I'm saying, like, if you do some stupid shit, they can play the victim. Even if you're in the right, when they're in the wrong, it doesn't matter.
Society will see
you have to always be in control of your emotions, and I think Jermall Charlo, he's lost the plot. Valiant says the Charlo brothers need help. They do. I mean, Jermall. Look, from what I could see, Jermall. You never know what goes on behind closed doors. But there's never been anything about Jermall hitting his girl. But Jermall, man, he's crazy, man. But listen, all I'm saying is this: you over here beating up your family members. Maybe it was your wife, maybe it wasn't, but you're beating up people in your household. Why didn't you take that same energy and fight Demetrius Andrade or Canelo? You can't fight Canelo now.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. A lot of people are saying that this just automatically rules out the Canelo fight, and I want to get to a tweet that I saw on Twitter because I believe this is right. Like, I saw a tweet. What was it? I think it was Jake Donovan who posted it. But basically, like, Jake Donovan has said that Charlo, just because this happened to Charlo doesn't mean that he's going to be lose the Canelo fight. If you guys remember the whole Kovalev situation, Remember when Cole had an incident with the woman on the plane?
Yep.
This doesn't rule out Charlo getting the fight. If anything, the likely if he gets out of jail, it actually, in my opinion, increases the likelihood of him getting the Canelo fight, because if he gets out of jail, which he should have. I mean, he should have $10,000, but you never know what the whole credit card situation. If he does get into jail, I actually think it's going to create more desperation to get some money. So why not give him a payday?
Well, we've seen all kinds of professionals.
There's no, listen, in this day and age, there's no such thing as bad publicity. There isn't.
Yeah.
So you're saying it's bad publicity? Listen, there's no such thing as that. You know.
I'm gonna go back to say, and you disagree with on this part. So we just.
I was gonna say, do you want to know how many if he gets the Canelo fight? You know how many women's rights camp activists and stuff are gonna be talking about this fight and wanting the Canelo to knock this dude out?
I mean, at the end of the day, we see this in professional sports all over the place. When a professional athlete does something that's against what society there as against morals, and they hit a wife or abuse somebody, that's a no-no. But you know what? Because the guy's a star, because the guy's well named, he sells and he makes money, and just gets swept underneath the rug, and it's nothing. The
LDBC are going to be outside the prison gates with the cardboard saying free.
You tell him. I was just over there with what's his name?
Johnny Boy says, whose birthday is it? It's my birthday today. Today is my birthday. Today's my 27th birthday today. So 27 years young, and we just we just getting started. So listen, if y'all wanna send me a birthday present, super chat. But
I just think Charlo is getting what is due. They talk and they run their mouth a lot, and they think they know everything, but really they don't know shit. And what comes around goes around, and today was the day again.
Hey, shout out to my guy Diego.
Diego.
This is one of the only.
You say all the time.
This is one of the only Canelo fans I like. So Diego, since you're here, I'm gonna say it like this, man. Charlo's ducking Canelo. He don't want to fight Canelo. He'd rather fight his family or maybe his girl than fight Canelo or Demetrius Andrade. He don't want that smoke.
The crazy part
we saw what Montiel was doing to Charlo. Let's not act blind.
And the crazy part is that like I said, life has a way of getting back at you. What you do to others come back around. What goes around, you flop your mouth, you talk a lot of shit, you act like you're big and bad, you do all this shit, and then you can't control your emotions with a woman. You're just a bitch.
Ooh, Pops letting you know. Let's see, hold on. Michael says, was it verified that it was a female that he assaulted? From what I've read, no. I've only seen, it says family member because there was an argument with another man in the house. So we don't know who it is officially, but a lot of people are assuming.
Even if it wasn't, he still doesn't have the discipline to go ahead, has not enough discipline to hold back and hit his family member. Come on now.
I want to be honest, I'm not in no way, shape, or form trying to stick up for Charlo, but there's been so many people in boxing history who have beat up their wives. Even Jim Lampley beat up his wife. You know that? You know Jim Lampley beat up his wife. Jim Lampley, I think Bo threw his wife out of the car one time.
I mean, and listen, man, it happens all the time. Not just in society, it happens all the time. I don't care how great of an athlete you are, you're still a human being. A woman will drive up the wall. And we're not speculating and saying that Charlo did that to his wife. We're just throwing this out in the air as a professional athlete, what they do.
Shout out to my man Alvin Crowder. He says, Demetrius Andrade's uncle here. What's up, guys? This would be perfect for Boo Boo to whoop Charlo's ass because he doesn't respect his family. Boo Boo does everything for his family. Charlo is a punk. From what I can see, from what I can see, Andrade seems to be pretty good. But you never really know behind closed doors. But he seems like he's pretty good to me. Jermall Charlo. I mean, this is the same Charlo that I saw a video. Somebody was trying to interview him. They asked him about a fight. I think it was a reporter, and he smacked the reporter's phone down.
Oh yeah, somehow yeah.
So he deserves everything that he got coming to him. So, let me see. Mad Dog 8, shout out to you, champ. He says that family member probably told Charlo how many champions have you beat at 168, and he lost it. He said, hey, keep on your fucking mouth.
That's a good point, though. He probably said, who's he fought? Don't fight nobody.
Diego says, at this point, I'll root for Boo Boo here and fights Charlo. Yeah, I agree. I mean,
man. It's just like this whole year, from last year to this year, it's just going down.
Look, Charlo is, I'm 27 today. Charlo's 4 years older than me. How on earth has he, I know it's hard sometimes. I know these girls be getting under your skin sometimes, but you don't argue with a woman. It's a pointless battle. It's a battle. Usam's telling you guys the truth. He's saying, whenever I have arguments with my girl, I just leave, or else I'll say or do something stupid. I don't argue with females, and that's a smart thing to do. Would you hit your mom or grandma? Shameful. No, never. But Jermall Charlo ain't the first one to beat up his wife in boxing. He sure as hell won't be the last. I hope that family was vaccinated and older than 25. Yeah. Shout out to Chance with the $2 super chat. And listen, when them super chats come out, when them super chats come out, so does Don King. So Don King, talk to him.
Hey everybody, let's have some fun. You don't live but once, and when you're dead, you're done. So let the good times roll. It don't matter whether you're young or old. Let the good times roll.
It don't matter if you're young or old. We let the good times roll. And I've been letting the good times roll since the year of 1995. We're gonna keep doing that to the day that we're no longer here. Yeah. But Chance Dawson, shout out to you with the super chat. He says, "Happy B-Day, sir. You are 2 years older than me." Hey, well, shout out to you. Shout out to you, Chance. I hope everything is good, man. I hope to see you in Texas when I'm at the Spence Ugas fight. Hopefully we can finally meet up because I missed you at the Virgil Ortiz fight last year. But MAW says, "Happy birthday, BT." Thank you, champ. Good to see you. God bless you out there in Australia. Johnny Boy says, "Facts, BT. Arguing with the chick is a losing battle. Just says she's right or you're wrong, and keep it stepping, even if it's the opposite." Yeah, you can't listen. It's a pointless battle. So I mean, if Charlo hasn't learned that in 31 years, you're never gonna learn it. Enrique Luna says, "We want the Bob Bam impression." He says, "Well, you got a great." He says, Crawford. I could build a house in Beverly Hills with the money I lost on Crawford. He doesn't promote like Berlanga. Behind closed doors, Demetrius is an awesome kid. Like I said, I'm his uncle, and I know how dedicated he is to his family. No cap here at all. I wanted to get this fight. Thanks for always being true. Thank you, man. Hey, tell him if you see him. Tell him we're trying to get him here on the channel. Tell him he's been wasting time doing all these interviews with these other channels. If he wants a proper interview from someone who knows his career, tell him to come here.
If your dad's coming here, this is the real deal.
Yeah.
God bless you anyway.
Charlo got himself arrested to duck Canelo. That's a fact. He's ducking Canelo. He didn't want to fight Canelo. He didn't want to fight Canelo on Clenbuterol at Cowboy Stadium. He didn't want that smoke.
Wow.
He didn't want that. Yeah. And I don't even like Canelo, but I don't like Charlo either. So I'm kind of upset. I'm gonna kind of repeat what Johnny said in his live. I was watching his live.
Yeah, I love that. I watch it too.
I'm kind of upset that Canelo versus Charlo wasn't happening because just so long as someone in that fight got knocked the hell out, I would have been happy either way. If Charlo would have knocked out Canelo, great. If Canelo would have knocked out Charlo, great. That was
real, man. Johnny had me rolling in that live. And he said, one thing Johnny brought out in his live was, he said, Pacquiao didn't even do nothing wrong. They accused him one time, I think, for cheating on a girl or something on his wife one time, and everybody wanted to bash him. But Charlo does everything and nothing.
Nothing.
It's crazy.
What do you think about Frank Martin, the Ghost? I like Frank Martin. I had a chance to watch Frank Martin fight here in Florida. He fought here on January 1st on the Ortiz Charles Martin undercard. I think he's good, a good speedy southpaw. Got a good future ahead of him. Very, very athletic. Good punching power. Has some good angles. I think there's something there with Frank Martin. Might fuck around and become Derrick James's best fighter if he puts it all together. Honestly, I like him a lot.
You serious?
Yeah. You seen him fight, Frank Martin?
He
hasn't fought nobody yet.
You got him over the Charlos?
I said he could be. I didn't say he is. Okay. I said he could be. We'll see how he develops when he steps up.
Stay tuned on that one, right?
Stay tuned. Yeah. I want Canelo versus Boo Boo. I want it too, but it really feels like I'm fighting a losing battle. So I kind of just like
gotta wait for now. Yeah.
Putting it on ice for now. Hopefully Boo Boo versus Benavidez can happen.
Yeah.
Punch Smollett says everyone is on steroids. That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. But see, the thing is, some people are held different standards when they're on steroids. You know what I'm saying?
Standards.
The big mouth was bound to get arrested. I mean, shit, man.
Wow.
Everywhere he goes, troubles. Listen, I'm not trying to kick a man while he's down, but listen, if you over here ducking fights, being a dickhead to reporters, who just ask you regular questions, slapping phones down, I don't feel bad for you at all. And in this world, you reap as you sow.
If you act your shit don't stick, well, it's sticking real bad right now.
It's a fact.
Sticking real bad.
Punch Smollett, good shout out to you, Punch Smollett. Are you going to be at the Charlo versus Martinez fight? Yes, I will be there. Everything's already booked. The Airbnb is booked. The plane ticket is booked. I'll be there. So if any of you guys are going to be in San Diego for Charlo versus Martinez, I will be there. Hopefully, fingers crossed, the zone, the Matchroom, do right by your boy and give me the press pass. If not, I'll be there in the crowd with a ticket. So either way, we're going to be there having a great time, talking to people, getting that world-class, premium, untouchable boxing content. So if you're going to be there, let me know. Combi Box, Charlo landed 71 punches and his wife landed 84.
Oh, shit. People got joked. He put himself in a bad position because people wrote.
People are going to roast him. I mean, Jermall Charlo is becoming a meme. He's becoming a meme. First, the credit card thing.
Yeah.
That's sad, too, because, I don't claim to be a rich man, but shit, my credit card,
good.
When I saw my credit card, that shit works.
Yeah. How you don't know? You shit don't work. You go to your credit card and let you know?
I don't know. That's his burden to carry.
Yeah.
What do you think about Sean Porter saying Boots is overrated? I feel like, you know what? He's entitled to his opinion, but the thing is, he's a fighter. I know he can say he's retired and he's a TV personality now, but he was a fighter. And if he feels so strongly about him being overrated, I feel like he should be quick to demonstrate why he feels that way. And if not, then he should shut his mouth, because this is the same Sean Porter that the week of the Terrence Carr fight or around that time, he was saying that Ennis is like the next Roy Jones, and he don't want to fight him because he wants to fight the guys in his era. So if you're not going to fight him, please. Please.
At the same time, everybody's been saying that Jermall is a talented boxer. So if every call out and you come out and you say, you could have rewrote the boys has otra palabra. You could say that in different words, so you don't have to be so offensive towards Boots. But what I like about Boots is he don't run for nobody. He call everybody, and he called you out, Sean. He's like, okay, you want to throw salt on my name? Let's go and ring.
Make a fight happen.
I mean, so at the end of the day, you gotta respect Boots. Boots is showing his talent, but whether I want to see it and say negative, when he gets in that ring, he handles his business, no matter how you want to look at it. And until he does continue doing that, people need to shut their mouth.
That's it. Make sure you guys smash that like button. Definitely take the time to subscribe and super chat. Milky Way says Charlo is the fake WBC champion. He took an unofficial L from Korobov. A lot of people say that. I thought it was close. I thought Charlo won by a round, but if they would have given it to Korobov, or if it would have been a draw, I wouldn't have been mad either way. Like I think Charlo left a lot to be desired in that fight, but he barely. When I scored it, I never rewatched it, but
What I like about Charlo is he's had opportunity to go up to 168 or up. He's big dude and do better for himself. If he can't do it at 160, but no, he wants to sit there sit there at 160 and collect the food stamps. But guess what? You just went to jail. You're not going to get no more food stamps.
Damn. MAW says, I follow Andrade closer lately. Looks like a really good, genuine guy. Expecting him to become a 3-division champion. Absolutely, it's already been written, champ. It's already been written. He's gonna be 3-time champion. These guys can only run at high for so long, but it is what it is.
And he's the genuine guy, and his father's even the same way.
Yeah, shout out to Paul Andrade, the
Andrade,
architect of the whole thing.
Yeah, he'll sit there and tell you everything about it. And I got a bad memory, but that guy knows everything, man.
Johnny Martinez says athletes should be honorable to have a title shot, not just skills, but everybody loves to see an asshole get beat. It sells tickets. I get it. But yeah, listen, man, controversy sells. Shout out to my guy Felipe out there in Texas. He once said he dropped a gem on me one time. He told me there's three things that sell in life. You know what they are, BT? Mm-hmm. I said, well, what is it, Felipe? Yeah. He said controversy, sex, and vanity.
Damn.
Them 3 things are the things that sell.
Yeah.
So this falls under controversy. Yeah. Charlo beating up, getting a felony. It may or may not be is why we don't know yet. We'll wait and see. But either way, him getting a felony, along with the credit card situation, along with everything he said in the past, along with him ducking Andrade, along with people not liking him in the first place, it just adds to it.
But he brought that to himself. Last couple of years, he brought all that shit to himself, and it's crazy because I'm going to go back to what I said. When you see Jermall, when I first met Jermall, I thought Jermall was a real crazy one, the one that's going to cause more problems and do all the shit, and it wasn't that way. And that's being the older brother or the bigger brother doing that.
Pops, you like Boots. Why not match him with Harold Calderon? I really don't think he is that credible, just saying. You talking about Calderon or Boots? Clarify who you're talking about in that comment. Pops, what do you think about Boots versus Harold Calderon.
He will fucking. He will put him down before he'll be done. He won't even.
Harold needs a lot of work.
I won't even go 2 rounds.
Yeah,
We'll
see.
I promise you that.
I want to get the slide tendencies because he says every big fight Andrade has been in, he's pulled out of. Sergey Derevyanchenko, Charlo, he backed out of the Lara fight. He got out of the Matthew Korba fight. At what point is it considered a duck? Riddle me this. How do you pull out of a fight? How do you pull out of a fight that the network's not willing to pay for? And how do you pull out of a fight that's not officially signed? Because, and now listen, we'll do this slide tendencies. If you can go on YouTube right now while this live is going on, if you can find me one clip of the Jermall Charlo versus Andrade press conference, I will super chat you $100. Straight up.
You must understand.
But hey, it is what
thank you for your comment.
It is what it's not even. It's facts. Apparently you don't have your facts straight, because if you had your facts straight, you would know that there was a miscommunication between Showtime and Andrade's promoters, and you would know that there was disagreement on money. That you would know that. So, and the fight was never officially signed. You're going off of narratives. I'm going off the truth, straight up.
And he goes right to the horse's mouth too. The horse's mouth. Yeah.
My second night of watching you guys, love it. New friend from the States, Todd, wash your hand. Okay, well, I do that anyway, champ. But as far as
thank you.
Thank you.
God bless.
We're live every single night, pretty much.
Yeah.
So
we'll be live tomorrow for the big fight.
Yeah, absolutely. What do you think of Eddie Hearn and Demetrius Andrade's mom arguing back and forth about Canelo being a cherry picker? I mean, I don't agree with even though I don't like Canelo, I don't agree with everything Demetrius Andrade's mom said. I think she's a bit misinformed, but at the same time, like,
she's trying to protect her.
She's just trying to say what she says for her son.
For her son, she's gonna say whatever she wants because she wants the best for his son, and she knows he's not getting it, so she's gonna speak up. So that's just a mother instinct.
Okay, I'm not saying that. You're saying that all those fighters ducked him. Well, I'm saying Jermall Charlo and I don't want to mention Canelo, but Jermall Charlo ducked him. That's the one guy. I haven't said anything about Canelo or anybody else. I'm saying that Jermall Charlo ducked him. The other guys you mentioned, those fights happened for one reason. Didn't happen for one reason or the other. And most of it was beyond the fighters. Like most of it was beyond the fighter. The two fighters you're mentioning. Like Derevyanchenko didn't happen because HBO didn't want to pay for the fight because HBO didn't like Andrade like that. And in fact, HBO stopped backing Andrade so much so to the point that Andrade had to fight Dario Fabian Puchetta on untelevised television. No television.
Wow.
After he fought, I believe it was Alontes Fox and Willie Nelson. One of those fights. You know, Majestic TV says, BT, with all due respect, please stop cutting Pops off when he's trying to explain a point. Pops is a kind and humble person. I'm not.
It's all good, but
am I cutting you off?
No, it's good. It's okay.
No. Okay.
No, sometimes what happens is we both our minds run a lot. When he's saying something, I might make him lose his train of thought. So sometimes he will just go ahead and go like that.
Yeah,
but it's all good.
What it is my okay. I'm gonna explain anything about my dad. I love my dad.
Yeah.
I never ever want to disrespect my father or even have the appearance of doing that. But one thing about my father, you guys must know, is sometimes my dad, when he talks, like, yes, he makes his point, but sometimes it goes from making a point to rambling. So sometimes for us to have a balanced conversation, I gotta like kind of tap him.
Yeah, it's all good. Thank you so much, though. Yeah. Much love.
Johnny says, "I love you, Pop." And Johnny's saying that it's actually Boots. He thinks Boots is the one that's all that, and he thinks Harold Calderon will give him a good fight. What do you think?
I'm gonna say it.
I like that fight.
Harold Boots. I'm telling you right now, he ain't no level. He ain't no level to fight Boots. And if he wants a step-up fight and want a real challenge, he better go find Pistol Pete Dawson. That's what he better do.
That's the fight we want to see. Undefeated Cusio Clayton is a good solid test of Boots, but what's happening with Blair the Flair Cobbs? He can box, but can he motherfucking fight? He's coming in the interview.
I like that one. I like that one. Yeah.
What do you think about that fight, Pops?
Who bit Blair now? Who?
Blair. If Blair Cobbs and Jermall Ennis were to get in there and duke it out, what do you think about that fight?
I think it'd be a great fight. You know why? Because Blair the Flair, he's gonna come to fight. He knows all the Philly fighters. He studies everybody that's going out there in Philly. He's very familiar with what Jermall Ennis does and everything else. I think it'd be an advantage for the big great fight either way. Win or lose is the winning fight.
Yeah, it's a hell of a fight, man. And it's gonna be a really, really.
And I love his energy. That's one thing I like about Blair the Flair. He always brings energy to the fights.
True School. This dude Sly, whatever the fuck his name is, it has been terribly misinformed. He has no clue and has a Charlo poster with his butthole cut in his room. I don't know who you're referring to, but that's yeah, you know, is what it is.
Yeah.
Damn true. You don't rock with Spence no more. You were a fan at one point. I'm still a fan. I'm just waiting for him to fight Terrence Crawford. These last, I'm gonna tell you I'm gonna pinpoint the exact moment I stopped being a Spence fan. I stopped being a Spence fan the minute he started talking that this side of the street, that side of the street BS, and he kept moving the goalposts. Errol Spence is a hell of a fighter. You know, followed him for a long time. I've been following Errol Spence. I've been following Errol Spence since at least like 2013, 2014.
Yeah.
I'm not rocking with how he's moving, and until he fights Crawford, you know, it is what it is. Right now, I treat Spence the same way I treat Canelo. Like, okay, it's cool if you beat these guys. Respect to you're a good fighter, but I'm not really interested in anything you got going on until you fight a particular fighter. That's where I'm at with him.
Yeah.
I'm not, you know, with Canelo, I was just to the fact that he doesn't want to fight Andrade because I met Canelo. And I asked him about it myself, and I got to feel what his presence was like in person. He don't want to fight Andrade. So, okay, cool. I've accepted it. Earl don't want to fight Crawford, and the thing is, he has every reason in the world to fight Crawford. Now we'll see what happens if he gets past Ugas because that's no gimme, but he should beat him. I don't think he's going to fight Crawford. I think he's going to go fight either Sturman or he's going to fight the winner of Styontis versus Butiev. That's what I think he's going to do. But that's just me. What about you, Pops?
Yeah, I think Spence, like you say, he's a great fighter. He does everything right. The only thing that he hasn't done right is fight Crawford. And for me, I'm a big Crawford fan also, and I also like Spence. Don't get it twisted, but your actions always talk about you, say more about you than what you say, and he's done that in the last Crawford fight. He got out like a bitch and and walked off.
Right out the building.
Walked off and didn't even talk to the media. Didn't want to hear nothing. Why? Because how Crawford beat his opponent, he beat him to a pole.
He beat him better than he did. Better than he did. So. Happy 27th birthday, BT. What do you think about a potential Canelo versus Bivol fight? Who do you got if they fight? Well, first of all, let me say thank you, Ramiro. I appreciate you and all your support, man. Canelo versus Bivol, if it comes off, is a very good fight. You know, Bivol has Bivol has a really, really great jab. He's an amazing technician of the sport, but I don't know, man. I find it hard for him to get a decision. So I think Bivol in that fight is going to have to kind of step on that gas a little bit and try to hurt Canelo, try to punch him and hurt him. I think Bivol has the skills to win, but I would favor Canelo by decision.
Good answer. If you didn't bring in the theory behind the theory you usually say like you know, we
don't need to get into that.
Yeah.
But I wanna acknowledge my shout out to Boxing Hall with the super chats. See, listen, when them super chats come out, we know Don King comes out with them. So Don King, talk to him.
Hey everybody, let's have some fun. You don't live but once, and when you're dead, you're done. So let the good times roll. It don't matter whether you're young or old. Let the good times roll.
There you have it. Let the good times roll. Thank you, Boxing Hall, with the $5 super chat. He says, and you're just an aggressive speaker. That's all. It's a good thing. Now, I gotta be aggressive, man. You gotta, that's how you gotta step to anything in life. You know, boxing talk, business, women. You gotta always stay aggressive. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate you, champ. Thank you for all the support. Let me see. Love you and Pops. You guys do great things for the sport. We try to do a lot of great things for the sport. And come March, when we start traveling and going to these fights, we're gonna do more great things for the sport. It's all about, leaving the sport of boxing in a better place than we found it. So that's the objective. The whole lightweight division is full of divas and spoiled kids who want everything their way. Absolutely. I mean, I just ripped the lightweight division a new asshole the other day. The lightweight division is the most annoying division to follow in boxing. A lot of talented fighters, a lot of fighters with a lot of potential, but these guys are just tweeting. He says, "Oh, Pop, I love you." No, Calderon will be the fight. Hopefully, I want to see Calderon get a big fight at some point and show what he can do, because he's been grinding here for a long time in South Florida, and he can't listen. I even told Harold this. So Harold, if you see this, I love you, champ. But like I told Harold this when I interviewed him, I said, Harold, you're a good, you stay fighting these Argentinians, man. We want to see you step up. And then he kind of told me that like it's not his fault, it's the promoter's fault. he's got some things in the works that he told me about. Hopefully better things are ahead for Harold in 2022. But shout out to everybody here. Make sure you guys hit that like button. Definitely take the time to subscribe. We got roughly maybe an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours, maybe 3 hours. I'm feeling really good today on my birthday. So maybe we'll make this a really, 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 really long live. Thomas H says about Jermall, it can be harder with haters in the family as a pro fighter because you have to turn the other cheek as a trained combatant, and only family can summon kinds of personal history in a fight. That makes sense. You know what? I didn't think about that, but yeah, just even with me, right? I'm not nearly as rich, or I don't have the status of a Jermall Charlo in life, but I've had some success here on YouTube, and some family members they work regular jobs and they don't like the fact that my life is structured a certain way and I get to do certain things they can't do because they weren't smart with their lives. So they can bring up things, throw them in my face, make me feel bad. And I fully understand ways that could happen for someone like Jermall Charlo. Right, Pops? Sometimes when you're doing good in life,
yep,
and you got things going in a positive direction, family can kind of push those buttons, and they can take you to deep, dark, uncomfortable places nobody else can because they know more about you.
Well, the thing is, a lot of times your own family can either love you or be your worst enemy, and if they don't love you, they're gonna hate.
Champ. Shout out to you, X.
They're gonna hate on your success. They're gonna try to make your life stumble, even though you have everything in life already.
No, absolutely.
But if you got God in your life, you won't have to worry about a lot of things.
That's it. You won't have a perfect life with God, but you can have a peace internally that's a past all understanding. But you gotta seek, man. You gotta seek. MAW says the wrong side of the streets fade me off with Earl too. But understandably, Al calls the shots. Listen, to be honest, a lot of things these PBC fighters say, I'm just gonna be blunt. A lot of times it's just Al Heyman sticking their hands up their asses, and they're just puppets. Yeah. They're just puppets playing. Right. Whatever Al tells them to say, they're gonna say. So,
right. I mean,
it's what it is.
And it's probably something they got within the contract. But I have not seen one PBC now say thank you, Al Heyman, and I guess he takes care of his fighters. But at the end of the day, I think you're saying the fighters don't have no control over it. You're right, because he's a manager or whatever. But at the same time, he's got it.
We got another super chat. Finish your point.
So at the end of the day, they don't have the power that they do, but yes, they have something to say to the managers or whoever to represent them. Simple as that.
Absolutely. Once again, shout out to my main man, Box, with the $10 super chat. We appreciate you, champ. Don King comes out again. Don King returns.
Everybody, let's have some fun. You don't live but once, and when you're dead, you're done. So let the good times roll. It don't matter whether you're young or old. Let the good times roll.
Let the good times roll, and we will continue to make the good times roll here on True School Sports. Sir. Again, thank you, Boxing Hall. We're going to keep it going here.
Thank you again.
By the way, for the 57 of you here, if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. Tomorrow, we're going to be live for John Ryder versus Daniel Jacobs, so make sure you guys join us for the live fight reaction extravaganza here, as we always do.
Hit that like button.
Hit that like button as well. West Coast Barber, he's coming out, and he don't got good things to say about Andrade. He says, tell Pussy Andrade to send my boy Benavidez the contract. He don't want the smoke. They both want the smoke. I think you're just being a hater. I think Benavidez wants to fight, and I think Andrade wants to fight. But you may be overlooking something in West Coast Barber. So if you're overlooking it, let me be the first to inform you. Benavidez has to fight David Lemieux for the WBC in an interim fight. He's got to beat Lemieux, all right? And then Andrade's got to have to fight Zach Parker in a WBO interim fight. And you just never know. Zach Parker is a good, young, strong fighter. Yep. Undefeated, long range, he can punch. Lemieux probably passed his sell-by date. He's seen better days, but he's still Lemieux. He can still punch. Yeah. So they got to get past both of those, and then we'll see what's happening. Right. You know what I'm saying? But Pops, them super chats is raining down, so let's get to them. So, Johnny, shout out my boy Johnny Boy. Make sure you go subscribe to Johnny Boy's Combat Talking News. He's not here to massage your earlobes or be politically correct. Johnny just tells you the fucking truth, and if you don't like it, well, that's on you. But Don King comes out once again.
Hey, everybody, let's have some fun. You don't live but once, and when you're dead, you're done. So let the good times roll. It don't matter whether you're young or old. Let the good times roll.
There you have it. He said, happy birthday, BT. Go Chocolatito, go Castaño. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Obviously, too, I'm very excited about that Chocolatito Martinez fight. That's there's a couple fights I'm excited for. That's the one I'm most excited for because I'm going to it. But that fight, Gary Antoine Russell versus Victor Postal, and then Quincy Lavalis versus Xander Zayas, another good one.
Yeah,
you know, it is what it is.
Thank you again, Johnny, for your support.
Absolutely, but thank you for your support. You know,
you all go check out his channel because he's the real deal.
Best wishes to Castano, and then we got my man Thomas H. So you know, Thomas H. He wants to activate the sponsor. So look, True School Sport. Listen, Jarrell, Big Baby Miller, the former heavyweight contender. He's gonna tell you guys who our sponsors are. So Big Baby, tell him who the sponsors of True School Sports are. Tell him, champ.
Big sausage, cinnamon buns, Wonder Bread, Kool-Aid with no motherfucking sugar.
There you have it. Vienna sausages, cinnamon buns, Wonder Bread, Kool-Aid with no motherfucking sugar. Absolutely. Thank you, Thomas. He says, happy birthday. Here's some honey buns for you. Thank you, man.
God bless you, man.
Thank you for the support, Thomas. And I think you're in San Diego, Thomas. I'll be out there. So we're going to be out there. If you got time, champ, I'd like to meet you. You know, I appreciate all the support, man. I do my best to try to memorize everybody.
It's hard.
West Coast Barber says, keep it 100. No one wants to fight Benavidez. That's not true. That's simply not true. You can't say that because, first of all, Caleb Plant wants to fight Benavidez. You can deny it all you want, but it was Benavidez's manager, Samson Likowitz, who came out in January of 2020 when Caleb Plant had beaten, I think it was Feigenboots.
Yeah.
Just after that, Benavidez's manager, Samson Likowitz, came out and said, we're not going to fight Caleb Plant. He needs more time. That wasn't Plant that said that. That was Benavidez's manager, Samson Likowitz. So anything Benavidez said in the media is all just smoke because his manager is the one that calls the shots. His manager is the one that signs the contract. So any talk of like Benavidez saying that Caleb Plant's a pussy, he's a fucking pussy, I put him in the hospital. You know, any talk of that doesn't mean anything. But I do think there are some guys ducking Benavidez, like Canelo don't want to fight Benavidez, Charlo don't want to fight Benavidez, but not everyone. I mean, I think Plant will fight Benavidez if Benavidez's manager allowed it. I think Andrade's trying to fight Benavidez. He's making the move to try to fight Benavidez.
Yep.
And hopefully we get a big fight. But shout out to Benavidez. I respect Benavidez because he said he wants to fight the Andrade fight. He's looking for that fight. Yeah. My nephew JD Martinez beats Booth. He fought Colorado with Willie 6 fights professional, and he won his last 3 by KO after his loss in Milwaukee 2 years ago to the Brazilian. This is real boxing. Well, listen, man. I respect JD. I hope JD can continue to get his career going forward. But JD, I think JD still needs to improve before we talk about him fighting the guys like Boots and even Calderon, because I was there when
JD Martinez.
Yeah, I was there when he fought JD. JD.
Wait a minute, you talking about David?
This is J. Do you remember the
Christmas tree?
Yeah. Do you remember? Remember like years ago when we went to that fight at Mikazuki? Remember like there was a dude in like a chair.
Yeah.
This is Johnny. He's been watching the channel for years.
Oh yeah. I know you're talking about. Yeah.
So
JD's not. I love JD. He's done good with selling Christmas trees at Christmas time. He's got a beautiful family, kids, and everything. But he ain't ready for the real smoke.
No, he needs to tighten up.
I'll tell you that right now.
Hulk Hogan, what's good, bro? What's good, champ? Good to see you. He says, I love you, Pops. That's Johnny Martinez, the
Thank you, man. God bless.
guy. Legend has it that Benavidez's brother is still trying to stand up from that Crawford knockout. Oh, man. That uppercut was vicious. That was a truthfully vicious uppercut. You know what I'm saying? That was big. Great uppercut. XAce99X, shout out to him, longtime viewer of the channel. He says, what do you think about Joyce versus Hrgovic? Good fight. You know, it's not happening anytime soon because I think Joyce is going the WBO route. Hrgovic is stuck in the IBF route. Hrgovic's going to fight Zhang Zhilei, the Chinese heavyweight. I don't know what Joyce is going to do next, but that'd be a good fight. You know, a rematch of a fight that took place in the Olympics.
Right.
You know, you got the Juggernaut, who, by the way, Pops, I saw this dude train in person. I don't know what it was like. Like, I don't know what George Foreman was like back in the day.
It's huge.
But I gotta assume it was something like seeing Joe Joyce because he was, big.
Foreman,
he is a 6'7", 60, 70 pounds.
The way he moves.
Oh my God!
Wow.
And you don't get an idea of how big and physical this guy is until you see it in person.
That's true.
You almost can't even blame Dubois. For I'm serious.
Are you serious?
Like when I saw Joe Joyce, I'm like, you know what? I can't even get mad for Dubois.
Hey man, speak about Dubois. He's gonna have some good lunch. He'll be eating good over here when he fights. No disrespect to him when he fights the Dream, Brian.
Yeah, we'll see, man. Shout out to Hulk Hogan, and then shout out to my man Worth the super chat to make Pops laugh. Thomas says it's worth the super chat to make you laugh.
I laugh a lot. Right now, I'm back in my teeth. You don't see me laughing a lot, but I love to laugh all the time. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Johnny Boy says, David Benavidez is the only guy I've ever met to overdose on ground beef. Benavidez. Yeah, because he came in overweight. It's a fat boy.
Hey, man, he was disciplined. They took...
Go.
Go.
I don't want to cut you off. Go.
I'll say he was undisciplined with the weight scales, and he did it to himself, but nobody took the belts away. So if he gets those belts back or gets up there, me and my son disagree on this a lot. I like Benavidez against Canelo. I think Benavidez will beat the shit out of Canelo. It's a young guy, young press pro Mexican that will take it to Canelo. I think that. My son has a different opinion.
Absolutely not. That's a bad fight for him. But what I'll tell you is this with Benavidez, right? One thing that I don't know if you guys know this, but like when he lost the title on the scale to, I think it was Angulo or one of the fights where he lost it, where he came in overweight. The WBC got pretty much said, listen, you are such a fat ass. We're just gonna move you up to 175 in the rankings.
Right.
So he was actually ranked number 1 at 175 for a very brief moment in time.
Yeah.
But that would have meant he would have had to fight Beterbiev, right? No, WBC? Yeah, Beterbiev.
Yeah.
So what Benavidez did was he went to WBC and he told WBC, reinstate me back in the 168 rankings, and that's exactly what they did. So that's kind of like, he's not really a 68 pounder. He's a 75 pounder.
Big dude.
Any news on Leon Lawson? Have you heard anything? No, I haven't heard anything about Leon Lawson in a minute, but I'm going to Vegas soon. I'll probably see Sugar Hill Stewart while I'm out there. So when I see Sugar Hill, I'll make sure I ask him. Straight up, I'll make sure I ask him. But you guys keep them questions rolling in. It's your boy BT, the untouchable True School Sports Empire, getting it in at night, as always.
Gotta eat
every day of the week. We live tomorrow.
Yep.
But listen, we're gonna go to screen share, and I wanna talk about this fight tomorrow. If you guys got any questions about Charlo or anything like that, drop them down below, super chat, all the good stuff. But I wanted to kind of talk about this Jacobs versus Ryder fight a little bit, because we haven't really talked about it until this tomorrow. So
a lot of people are picking Jacobs to beat Ryder.
Yeah, they're picking Jacobs to beat Ryder. So Pops, I want to just ask you. Who do you think is winning that fight tomorrow between Jacobs and Ryder?
I'm going for Ryder. I think I'm a big fan of Jacobs. Always have been. I just don't think. I think Ryder's going to bring it tomorrow. I think Ryder did it against Smith, and he will do it twice as good against Jacobs. But the only thing is, supposedly both fighters had a bad. That fight weren't looking too good.
Well, no, let's go through it, right? Let's go through it. So since John Ryder fought that fateful night in 2019 when he fought Canelo Smith and got just horribly robbed.
Right.
He fought right here in South Florida at the Hard Rock. He fought Mike Guy.
Okay.
A durable guy. This fight was extremely disappointing. He credit to him. He got the win. He did what he needed to do. But I was looking for the John Ryder to come out and make a statement against my guy. He didn't do it. He got the win, but he didn't do it. Then he fought this random dude, Joseph Jurko, on some random card in I think it was Norway or somewhere. So he hasn't really done a whole lot since the Canelo.
But don't you also say some fighters get hyped up for the level of the fight, the level of opponent they're going to face?
Yeah, I mean, most fighters in boxing fight up and down to level of competition.
Right. So those last two fighters, were they really like big competition? I don't think so. I thought my guy was a good fighter. Decent.
He's a durable guy. That hasn't really been stopped a whole lot. Been in there with some good names. He's beaten Dennis Douglin. My guy's not the worst fighter in the world. Yeah. And I was excited for that fight, but man, John Ryder, he just didn't really put his foot on the gas and show that quality I was looking for in that fight.
Yeah, I think he's from his attitude this time. He said, "This is it. If I lose this fight to Jacobs, over." I think what I like about the Gorilla is he comes and he brings it to you. As sure as he is, he comes and brings it to you the whole time. And again, I got him.
I'll say this, guys. Look, we know Canelo hasn't announced his next fight yet officially.
Yeah.
And he's always expressed a desire to fight in the UK. I'm just saying, if John Ryder goes in there and has a statement performance,
we never know.
Don't be surprised if you see John Ryder versus Canelo Alvarez in the UK.
And it's funny you say that. The other day, yesterday we heard to Garcia. Nobody thought Garcia was going to be what you call it, and you never know. Just saying.
Yeah, just saying. So, I think it'll be an interesting fight. You know, Jacobs. My problem with Jacobs, right? Because he was a very talented amateur. You know, guy's been around the block, been in big fights. But my problem with Jacobs is he doesn't really fight with a lot of urgency. Sometimes he doesn't throw a lot of punches, you know?
Yeah. And
that's kind of worrisome because he looked horrible. He got outboxed by Gabe Rosado. He got out like Rosado's no disrespect to Rosado, but like Gabe Rosado outboxed Daniel Jacobs, and Jacobs was extremely lucky to get a decision in that fight. And you know, you look at Jacobs like his last couple of fights, you know, against Rosado, he wasn't throwing a lot of punches. Even the 5 rounds when he fought Chavez, you know, there was some times in that fight where he wasn't doing that well, and he wasn't throwing that many punches.
Do you think he just,
against Canelo, he posed, he just did a lot of posing and stuff.
Do you think he doesn't know how to turn the switch on?
I don't think he has a switch. Some fighters don't even have a switch. They box with their opponents. They don't have a switch. Like he don't have a switch. Jermall Charlo don't have a switch. They box their opponents. They coast. They have one gear. The great fighters have different gears. You know, Andrade has gears. Canelo has gears. You know, Charlo has gears. You know, Floyd has gears. Pacquiao has gears. Yeah. Jacobs doesn't have those types of gears. Yeah. So I'm thinking, look, this fight's interesting because you got one guy in John Ryder who's not as talented as Daniel Jacobs, but then you got Daniel Jacobs who's looked shot in his last 2 fights, especially the last one. And he hasn't boxed in a while. And, you know, they say like when a fighter has already made good money and he secured his financial future and he's done things, you know, he gets complacent. And Jacobs, he's not one of these American fighters that's struggling for money. Yeah. The guy lives in Atlanta. The guy's got great money. You know, God bless him for what he's came from. Yeah. So sometimes I think complacency is going to be a factor in this fight. So it's hard to predict this fight. It really, really is. But if, you know, being that it's in the UK, being that I think Jacobs is a bit on the downside and maybe John Ryder has an outside shot at getting a Canelo fight if he looks good, I'm going to go with John Ryder to win this fight.
I got John Ryder.
I'm going to go with John Ryder. But, you know, who knows, man?
I love his story, the Miracle Man, what he's done, what he's accomplished, overcome cancer and all that. That's all nice and great. That's all nice and gravy with the gravy on top of it. But at the end of the day, you got to perform inside that ring.
It doesn't win you fights. It doesn't win you fights. Yeah. So, you know, best of luck to both fighters. I'm not going to sit here and hate on Jacobs and Ryder because I'm a fan. Yeah, I'm a fan of Ryder. I'm a fan of Jacobs. So I have nothing bad to say about John Ryder. I have nothing bad to say about Daniel Jacobs. Yeah. I just want to see a good fight. I hope Jacobs comes and he gives it his all. I hope he fights pissed off with a point to prove. Yeah. I hope John Ryder fights pissed off with a point to prove because the reality is this: John Ryder, in my eyes, is the real Ring Magazine 168-pound champion. I mean, because he beat Canelo Smith.
And who should say if he would have got the decision, how his confidence will he be today?
You just never know because they say when you win a world title, you become 20% better or whatever. So you know it is what it is. Huh?
Now I gotta go to the bathroom now.
All right, Pop's gonna take a bathroom break, so he'll be back soon. But actually I do. Yeah, but shout out to everybody. Let's get to some comments. I still see you guys here. Shout out to all 50 of you, man. I appreciate it, man. The True School Sports. You know, Jermall Charlo goes to prison, or the True School Sports. Jermall Charlo goes to jail / John Ryder. Daniel Jacobs preview / birthday extravaganza. We here, champ. How is everybody? Where's everybody from? I saw somebody ask, "What city am I from?" Well, I'm from I live in the Miami area. But I'm from a town a little bit further north of Miami called Dania Beach. That's where I'm from originally. That's where I grew up. That's the town. But you know, shout out, where you from, champ? Orlando Martinez says Canelo versus G3 now, please. No, champ. No, we don't want to see that. We've already seen that movie. We don't want to. You really want to see that? Come on, man. I know you don't want to see that. Golovkin don't got nothing for Canelo at this point. Golovkin's been on the shelf. He's lost all motivation for boxing. That's strictly a cash grab. You don't want to see that. Johnny Boy says, I agree, BT. I thought he clearly beat Canelo Smith as well. He did, and it's disgusting the way they did him. But it's not the first time John Ryder's been robbed. They robbed him against Smith. They robbed him against Rocky Fielding. That was a fight that he should have won. He got robbed twice in Liverpool. against Smith and Fielding. The fight with Billy Joe Saunders for the British title was close. John Ryder has been one of the biggest hard luck fighters in the UK. He just can't seem to get the decision. But hopefully now he can get it against Jacobs. You know what I'm saying? Hyro says, play Glow Pop by Gucci Man for Jermall Charlo. Yeah, Johnny's got to do that on his live. I know that's for Demetrius Andrade, Johnny, but you gotta play that for Jermall Charlo. A Glow Pop. That's a straight up buster. Canelo keeps ducking Andrade. He is, but listen, man, we've accepted reality. We're not gonna cry over spilled milk. There's still good fights out there for Andrade. There's still good fights out there for Canelo. If they meet. They don't. I don't want to beat that like a dead horse. I'm trying to be positive about these fighters. I really am. I'm a big Daniel Jacobs fan, but I don't know. Neither one of them has looked great. No, they haven't. Listen, John Ryder had the performance of his life against Callum Smith, and didn't get rewarded for it. And in the 2 fights he had since then, he's never really like he's won 2 fights, but he hasn't looked like the John Ryder that fought Callum Smith. So it's hard to predict these fights. But I think with Jacobs being 35, with Jacobs having made the money he's made in boxing, with Jacobs not really throwing punches like he used to, and it being in the UK, I'm saying I'm gonna go with John Ryder winning the decision. That's what I'm saying. Clarissa Shields versus Savannah Marshall should be fought in a neutral country. Yeah, but Ben Shalom, boxer, the promoter, they got the money. They're the one putting on the fight, so they're the ones that make the rules. So it's gonna be in the UK. Hopefully, for Clarissa's sake, she don't get knocked out, or it's not close, for her sake, because she's not. I don't think she'll get a decision over there. But we'll see what happens. Chance says Ryder's gonna smoke Daniel Jacobs in 8 rounds. Listen, I'm gonna tell you this, Chance. I'm gonna tell everybody here. And if this winds up happening, remember I told you this. If John Ryder gets a stoppage victory over Daniel Jacobs, do not be surprised if Canelo fights him next. Remember I told you that, because as of right now, there's been no announcement. They haven't said anything about Bivol and Golovkin. But don't be surprised if John Ryder makes a late push and comes out of nowhere and becomes the next opponent, because we know Canelo has expressed a desire to fight in the UK for a long time. Ryder is a guy that a lot of people thought beat Callum Smith. He's going to come forward. He's going to bring an action fight. And, So I'm just saying, if it becomes a stoppage victory, don't be surprised if Ryder gets that fight. Shout out to my guy, Jorge Lopez says, LOL, the shade. What shade am I throwing? Jacobs is the miracle man. And he has a lot of, and not a lot of amateur champs have a good pro career or win a belt. This is true. I try to tell people, like, amateur boxing and pro boxing are a different sport, and sometimes certain fighters don't make that transition from amateurs to pros. Jacobs is a guy that he's been a solid professional, but he hasn't even fully transitioned, in my opinion. But I bet we see more if guys can make money as amateurs and compete for more than one Olympic trials. Yeah, some fighters, like I know a fighter right now named I don't know if you guys have ever heard of him, but there's a fighter named Raheem Gonzalez. You ever heard of Raheem Gonzalez? I've interviewed him on the channel before. He just won the AIBA World Championships. He's literally like 27. Right. Like he's got hundreds of amateur fights. He's won the AIBA World. He won gold medal for USA in the AIBA World Championships. People want him to turn pro now, but he told me, I'm making so much fucking money as an amateur. I don't want to turn pro.
The skinny guy with the blue shirt.
Yeah, Raheem Gonzalez.
Yeah, he said he's going to take his time because he's making a lot of money doing that. He got endorsements and all kinds of
stuff. I made $150,000 winning the championships.
Yeah, what more you want?
So why not?
As an amateur.
As an amateur. So don't be fooled. Guys making money in the amateurs.
Yeah.
If Canelo turns around and fights the winner of Jacobs or Ryder, I'm shitting on Canelo fans. I'm telling you. Listen, I know the talk is about Bivol and Golovkin and Charlo.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you guys, y'all need to consider Ryder, Jacobs, and Makabu and Anthony Durrell. Them are the 4 you need to watch out for.
You keep saying that. I hate when he says something.
Makabu, Durrell, Ryder, and Jacobs. Them 4.
That's crazy.
Hell yeah. Shields would beat Marshall with her speed. She's going to have to make sure she smothers and takes away the right hand of Marshall.
We'll see. Dominate that fight. That's my opinion. And I like Shields. She's been a great friend of the channell. She has called herself the GOAT. So whatever the case may be, But I just think that that power that I think Marsha got more power, and that's something she doesn't have.
Yeah. Johnny Boy said you gotta love the clickbait shit going on with all the Bivol Canelo talk that ain't even said. Well, Johnny, it's kind of like, do you remember when the Caleb Plant Canelo negotiations originally broke down, and then they started talking that Bivol shit, and same thing.
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
Yeah.
You know.
That's when you know. That's when you're like Johnny and you know boxing. You guys know what the hell you guys talking about.
Absolutely. One SSS says Ryder versus Daniel Jacobs is a fight between two fighters that are 160 pounds that are too lazy to make the weight. I never thought about that, but that's true.
Wow, that's true.
That's true.
Yeah. Good point.
Let me see. Taylor versus Serrano. Good fight. You know, I was rooting for Serrano, but honestly, I think I'm going to the other side now. I want Kay Taylor to knock her fucking lights out.
Yeah, I think
because I understand all this talk about like, oh, we want, you know, equality, whatever the fuck they want, but like, why is Amanda Serrano trying to have 3-minute rounds? Why is she campaigning for 3-minute rounds
now
at the second press conference of the press tour? Why on earth did they not do that in the contract? To me, it's all a publicity stunt. It's all just virtue signaling BS. She don't want to fight 2-minute rounds. She's just trying to fuck with Katie Taylor, and she's trying to give off the appearance that she's doing something. But
yeah, and at the end of the day, people say Katie Taylor don't have the personality. She don't have to when she get in that ring. So let's not discredit her either. It's gonna be a great fight, and I think Katie Taylor can pull this off. And I'm a big Amanda Serrano, but don't hype up shit you don't know what you're talking about just to put more light on yourself.
What's going on, BT and Pop? What's good, Rico? Good to see you, champ. Hope you're good. Taylor fought no real competition. That's false. She fought Delphine Pursuit. I mean, I thought she lost, but she fought Pursuit. She fought Jessica McCaskill, one of the top pound-for-pound women's fighters. She's fought people. You tripping, champ. Serrano, I actually think Serrano's fought the weaker competition. Serrano's fought weaker competition than Katie Taylor. But I think she's the better fighter. I think she's a more skilled fighter. She's got the bigger punching power. He said leaving out Pursuit. She fought McCaskill. McCaskill's a top 10 pound-for-pound fighter. You can't mention.
Is she undisputed now?
She was undisputed champion.
Yeah.
If Jacobs had been in the World Series of Boxing and did a second Olympic run, he'd be a much different fighter. He's at that Chris Algieri stage of his career now. He gonna be doing commentating soon and
that money.
Clinical nutrition like Chris Algieri.
Yeah.
Hey, shout out to Chris Algieri. Chris Algieri is a friend of the program. We like Chris Algieri. Johnny Cortillo, the pride and joy of all North Las Vegas. He says, happy birthday to my brother, Johnny Boy. I'm the real Johnny Boy.
Yeah.
Gotta roll, my brother. Happy birthday again, my friend. God bless BT and Pops with another great stream. Hey, shout out to you, Johnny Boy. Take care. God bless, and definitely stay out of trouble, champ. You know,
he handles his business inside and outside it. Inside the camp and outside the camp. That's the real mofo.
Hannah Gabriel versus Marshall would also be good. Well, Hannah Gabriel's can't fight Marshall now because Hannah Gabriel's is a heavyweight. I don't know if you know this, Pops. I don't know if you guys know this, but like in women's boxing, there's such little fighters above the 168-pound limit that anything above 168 is considered heavyweight. Oh, wow. So Hannah Gabriel's got pregnant, and she's above 168, so she's a heavyweight now.
Wow.
So if you want to fight Hannah Gabriel, you got to be a heavyweight. Women's heavyweight. Yeah. Rico Ransom says, Ryder for sure beat Smith. That's when I started telling people Canelo would wash Smith, and fools actually thought Smith would make the fight competitive. Man, I'll never forget when the Smith fight got signed. The day it got signed, they announced it. I made a video, and it was titled, Canelo Alvarez versus Canelo Smith is not a competitive fight. And everybody's like, you just hate Canelo. You just hate him. And I'm like, no, I don't hate him. I saw him. I saw Smith fight the bootleg English Canelo, and I saw him lose. Yeah. I saw him like the bootleg English Canelo, and I saw him lose. So they said, oh, you're hating. You don't know anything. How could you say that? Oh, he's the number one super middleweight. I'm like, nobody's the number one super middleweight. Right. This way, it kind of sucks. Nobody's number one. Nobody established himself. It's all up for interpretation. But they didn't listen, and Canelo went in there and sparred with him for 12 rounds and got an easy W. So
it's what it is.
You know, it is what it is. Hyro says, in all honesty, I don't care about Toronto versus Taylor. Oscar Rivas' belt alone is more undisputed than Katie Taylor. Taylor was only known because of those belts and the Olympics. Johnny says, my friend next to me says, happy birthday, and Camara is Messi, his dad. Yeah. Shout out to Daniel Cortijo, my good friend out there in Vegas,
Messi.
Man.
Ronaldo.
No, Johnny's dad is a big Saints fan.
Oh, okay.
So his favorite player is Alvin Kamara.
Okay.
So he don't speak a ton of English, but one thing he says in
Kamara.
English, Kamara is Messi.
Kamara and Messi. Nacho.
See, Danielle Perkins beat her natural heavyweight.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Danielle Perkins, the number one women's heavyweight in the world. Hyro, talk to him.
Yeah.
Talk to him. Shout out to all 50 of you here. You know, it's your boy BT, the untouchable True School Sports Empire. We're live here we're talking about Jermall Charlo going to jail. Hey, Pops, remember that movie, Ernest Goes to Jail? This is like the black version of Ernest Goes to Jail.
Right here.
You know, yeah. Jermall Charlo goes to jail because he beat up somebody in his house and, you know, he caught a felony. So,
hopefully, like I said, at the end of the day, I don't know what to say about him. I really don't. I think he's been doomed since last year, going down with boxing inside the ring, and then outside the ring doing some more. Yeah,
Fernando Montiel beat him so bad he turned him into a felon.
Jeez, at that point you gotta get your discipline. Say, you know, I gotta get myself straight. Seriously.
No, absolutely. Where's everybody from? I see we got a lot of people here. In the comments, let me know where you guys from, what city, what state, what continent. How international are we tonight?
Yeah.
On the True School Sports birthday extravaganza.
That's what I'm talking about.
We over here in Miami, champ. South Florida, stand up.
Feel like giving super chat for a present to my BT boy. Go ahead.
Them Charlo boys got to work on the temper. Yeah. Do you guys remember when Jermall Charlo was in the fashion store and he was going off?
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Yes or no? Let me know in the comments. Have you guys ever seen when Jermall Charlo went into the fashion store and wanted to fight the freaking employees?
I come here and spend money all the time, and this how you treat me? He was crazy. You went off.
I'm going to have to put that on the screen so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Carlos Mendoza, shout out to you in Dublin, Ireland in the building.
Ireland, that's right.
We got my guy Hulk Rogan in Michigan.
Shout out.
Ace X. Or X-Ace99X out there in London, UK.
That's right.
Shout out to all my UK subscribers. Shout out to you, man.
Come on live tomorrow, UK fans, please.
Has Jermall paid the $10K bail? They said he hasn't. They said he was still there. So I don't know. Maybe that credit card wasn't working again. We don't know, champ. We don't know.
Then the day, sometimes you gotta go to the rough to get yourself right and wake yourself up.
You know what? Hey, just for shits and giggles. I want to show you guys that when Jermall Charlo, for those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, Jermall Charlo fashion store, when he goes off in the fashion employee.
That was crazy.
He said, I don't know what's wrong with you.
I spent all that money here.
Yeah, here you go. Jermall Charlo checks the employees. Let me see. Got to make sure we don't get none of the music in here. Yeah. Let me see. I don't know what's wrong with you.
Yeah.
I was having a great time. I'm gonna keep having a great time. I'm living my life.
Yeah.
I'm living amazing.
I come here, spend all this money, just do what?
Watch, you guys are gonna see what I'm talking about. If you guys have never seen this, you're gonna laugh your ass off.
I love this.
So when they say that Charles got working the tempers, this is what we're talking about, champ. Okay,
this is Jermall though.
This is Jermall though, but you know they say the apple don't fall far from the tree. You know, but brothers are alike. Shout out to my guy Rico in Memphis. Charlo is rich. I know, champ. We're just having fun. Yeah. Don't take us literal.
Yeah.
But look, here's Jermall Charlo in the fashion store going off on the employees. So why? If you've never seen this, you guys are gonna want to watch this because it's pretty funny. So watch.
That's not my size. Only when in the store. All right, I'm not mad about that, man. Listen, I want you to listen to me real quick. I'm not mad about that shirt or nothing. Even if that's not that, offer me something else. Last time you was big selling and trying to make me buy some other shit and I bought it. But Arjane, my person.
Can y'all hear the audio?
That's all. There's nothing else.
Do you think this is not like customer service? Like, is this how you're
We let y'all in. We did.
It's not even welcoming at all. I'm so sorry, guys.
Yeah, you want to walk away because you know what it is. I'm a man, bro.
There you go.
Bro, listen how you acting to me, bro. I come here all the time, bro. I spend a lot of money with y'all, so why I even spend money with you, even if it's on your credit, I don't give a damn.
So is that why you have an attitude? So we don't.
I'm correcting you, homeboy. Yeah, I'm about correcting you. You work for a store every day, 9 o'clock, homeboy. Yeah.
Oh, like it.
I don't like that shit, dog. Listen to me. It ain't even about that, dog. It's deeper than that.
It's deeper than that.
Yeah.
It's deeper than that to me.
Anyone know right now?
Listen. I walk in here and I come in like I always do. Y'all treat me good. You help me. Everybody help me here.
They ain't going there no more.
I ain't no problem with it. Well, did you not see how he just... She knows. So can you ask her what happened? I want to know why y'all don't believe why a customer could be upset like this.
No, I want to know what happened.
I walked in the store, he acting like, okay, when I hear something, you Angelique customer, like, what that got to do with anything? First and foremost, last time I shot her, he wanted to just put shit in, oh yeah, body's like you're a salesman. I don't even like that shit anyway. All right, we don't got the shirt. All right, cool. Okay. You know, I understand that I'm waiting on the shirt to come in. Y'all know that. Yeah. I don't care about Ajane's and customers. I'm everybody's client. I'm having a good time spending tens of thousands of dollars here. Yeah. All right, no, I don't give a fuck. I know y'all got y'all little rappers and everybody else that spend money. I don't give a fuck about no basketball players and none of that. That dude, I'm just like, bro, what's up? Like, that time.
Like, it was just like a culture over here. You're up.
I bought the shirt. I'm going to return those shirts.
You know how
Jermall is.
He's crazy too, though.
I can't wear the shorts.
He was in a good mood. We was in a good mood.
And I'm not mad. I'm just saying.
This is all over a shirt, guys. It's deeper than that.
He ain't doing shit but walking around selling somebody shit. And I should not feel disrespected or mistreated. No matter who is my salesman.
You're right.
No matter what y'all don't
have. You got a point there, though. You do got a point, though.
Found deals, make it work for the customer.
No, you're 100% correct.
And I ain't mad at y'all. I don't know what's wrong with dude. I just had a great time. I'm going to continue to have a great time in my life. I'm living amazing.
As you should. So I will definitely have a conversation with him regarding what happened. I apologize on behalf of him and Webster. We all work together. It's never.
What's up with that? I mean, you always tell me no matter who my.
He's still going on.
$15,000.
Look like me when I go out.
This will never be. This will never not be funny.
Yeah.
Should have got paid for it.
I be going off like that too sometimes.
Tell me get up work. I'm mad till you get your anger off your chest. Damn, bro. When it hurt, dude, I ain't lying to you.
You must have heard the guy over his shirt.
I'm gonna let him make it. I might.
He said, "I'm gonna learn to make it." So yeah. I played the clip because someone has said that the Charlos need to work on the temper problems.
Yeah.
And that wasn't Jermall. That was Jermall. I like Jermall. I'm a fan of Jermall. But I'm just saying, they're the same.
And what's funny about this whole thing is, Derek James is calm. They're training as calm as ice.
Yeah, you're getting paid.
But I'm saying,
the checks is clear.
I'm saying, but he's cool as hell. Who would have thought that? He's only training Jamal now. He's not training Jamal. But I'm just getting to the point. Like, you got a cool, laid back trainer that teaching you discipline in the ring and laid back and talk to you soft spoken. But you going crazy over a shirt?
Yeah, he said it's deep. He said it's deeper than that.
It's like what Allen Iverson said. And you talking about practice? when Allen Iverson was talking to the media, you motherfuckers talking about practice? We're just talking about practice. We ain't talking about a game.
Not the game. Not the game itself. Not the game that I go out there and die for.
Yeah, so I mean, at the end of the day, you gotta have some control over that your emotions and not take it to that point.
Shout out to Thomas H. He says Charlo's about to trade some cinnamon buns for protection over the weekend if he's locked up before arraignment.
Man, wow. But I mean, the other Charlo got a good fight coming up with Castaño. You know who I got on that BT. Castaño's gonna wrap him up. Yeah.
Jermall Charlo said with his guns on the sauna is funny. Yeah. Yo, Shiro, when you get a chance, you need to send me the clip of Charlo in the sauna with the guns. You know, I stay strapped up in the sauna. Charlo needs to fight Andrade or Canelo.
Yeah,
he need to do something, but man, you can't fight if you locked up.
Yeah, we don't know what's gonna happen.
He better be worried about fighting the state of Texas.
Yeah,
that's what he need to worry about fighting. The state of Texas is coming for him.
Doing something stupid or ignorant.
Yeah,
not gonna cost him one of the biggest fights money wise that he could have.
No, absolutely. Boxing Mrs. James Toney. Just imagine if he was fighting Big Pharmacy, Miller, or White. Man, James Toney at heavyweight would fuck these dudes up. A lot of these dudes. A lot of these heavyweights, especially the lower tier ones, wouldn't be able to do nothing with James Toney. I think Andy Reeves would get his shit pushed back by James Toney.
The recent interview that you did with the U.S. amateur heavyweight with Dina, what he said about Tony, he's a big fan. He said he didn't even run.
He didn't even run.
He was just in the gym.
James Toney didn't. That's the crazy thing. James Toney didn't even run. James Toney.
Can you imagine?
He would just chill in the gym all day.
Yeah.
And just want to spar.
I mean, I'm saying, you could imagine if he did want to get back. Ooh, he'd be beast more than what he was.
Nah, I think people can say what they want, but I think him being how he was,
That's what he is. Yeah.
Other fighters couldn't do that. Him being how he was made him what he is. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, that was a great statement by the young buck, the amateur heavyweight to the pro.
He'll be turning pro soon. Lonzo Medina, South Florida, stand up.
Yeah.
The number one.
Medina, look out for him because he's coming.
Who's better in your opinion, Bivol or Jermall? I think Bivol is a better fighter, but if we're talking about, people get things confused. They think because a fighter is better that he's a better style matchup to the opponent because he's better, and that's not true. I think Bivol is better than Charlo, but I think Charlo could actually wind up being the tougher fight for Canelo because Bivol is a good technician. He's gonna go in there. He's gonna tap, move. Straight jab, up jab, feint. Step to his left, step to his right, break your rhythm. He's gonna do a lot of subtle things that are gonna give Canelo fits. But the big glaring difference between Bivol and Jermall is that Bivol punches to score. Jermall punches to render you unconscious and hurt you. So I don't know.
The power he brings.
Yeah, because when was the last time Canelo really fought somebody that came in there to really hurt him? Because look,
to push him back.
Plant didn't have the power to keep him off of him. He could box him though. Who was before Plant? Saunders couldn't punch right through one paper bag. Smith surrendered the minute the contract was signed. So what I'm saying is, it's been a long time since Canelo really fought anybody that came in there to really fucking knock his lights out.
I think Benavidez, I think Benavidez would be one of them too, Brennan. I think he would knock the shit out of Canelo.
He tried.
I guarantee you, Benavidez will beat Canelo. I'll put my money on that.
At what?
I don't have
boxing.
Yeah, he will.
No boxing.
He will beat Canelo.
Maybe a piety contest.
Canelo can come in there and try to walk him like he does other points. That ain't happening with Benavidez. And I'm just telling you, that ain't happening with Benavidez.
I just want to see Benavidez versus Andrade. I don't fuck Canelo. I want to see Benavidez versus Andrade.
Well, the winner that can fight Canelo.
Yeah. Only one I think James Toney wouldn't beat is Fury, but only because of the height and reach, maybe. Yeah, but to be fair, Tyson Fury has struggled a lot with shorter heavyweights. Look at his whole career. He got dropped by Steve Cunningham. He got dropped by Nevin Pajek. He had two very close fights and tough fights with John McDermott, and he had a hard fight with Otto Wallin. Otto Wallin's 6'5", so I won't call him a smaller heavyweight, but the other guys I named are smaller heavyweights, so it is what it is.
Man, what do you think about Durrell in this weight class?
Anthony Durrell, he's old as shit.
No, not Durrell. I'm thinking about Durrell. I'm thinking about the Cuba guy.
Morel.
Yeah.
I was just watching
because he's coming.
I was just watching David Morel today. He needs
What are you seeing him? You don't think he's down enough to move up and do something?
No. He needs a bit more time.
Seriously?
He's good. He needs more time. I know Hiro loves David Morel.
Yeah, man.
People are trying to rush David Morel. He needs more time. I went ahead and I watched that Lennox Allen fight.
Yeah.
He needs more time.
Yeah.
He steps up to like an Andrade, or if he steps up to like one of them big guys right now that can really counter punch and got some power behind it.
Yeah, he's done.
He'll be fucked.
Wow.
But
I like him as a Cuban fighter.
I don't want to throw salt on Morel.
Yeah.
He does a lot of things good. He's an aggressive fighter. He can box, he can move, he can slug. He's durable. He's progressing real quickly. He's one of the only fighters I've ever seen in my life. He turned pro, and his first fight was a 6-rounder, not a 4, a 6.
Wow.
Normally, when fighters turn pro, their pro debut is a 4. His pro debut was a 6. His second fight was an 8-rounder. His third fight was a 12-rounder.
Wow.
You don't really see that. You see that maybe the Lomachenkos of the world, but it's extremely rare somebody who's his age, because even when Lomachenko turned pro, he was older than.
So how much time you give to where you think he's going to be at the level where he has to be at? Like a year, or you can't? It's hard to tell.
Year and a half.
Yeah.
Year and a half, 4 fights, 3-4 fights.
Yeah.
Yeah, 3-4 fights will be there.
I like him. I think
he does a lot of things good. I still see some things.
Yeah.
So he needs to work on. What kind of power do you think Andrade has? I don't think Andrade is a A+ puncher or nothing like that. But what makes him such a difficult puzzle to solve is he's accurate and he has respectable punching power in both hands. So, he may not punch like a Beterbiev or someone like that, but he has the kind of power that when he hits you, you can't just run up on Andrade and think you're gonna be okay if he touches you. Go ahead.
One thing that BT always tells me, and he knows better than I do. He said Andre never fights the same fight.
He never fights the same fight twice. So I'm gonna tell you this: if you're Andrade, if you sign a contract to fight Andrade and you go watch tape on him, you already lost.
Because you don't know.
You already lost. If you sign a contract to fight Andrade and you want to start going back and looking at fights,
you already told me that.
You already lost.
Because you're unpredictable, right?
You're better off just not even watching the film.
Yeah,
I'm serious.
Yeah.
Diego wants to know Canelo versus Morrell. How do you think that would go? I think right now, look, I think David Morrell will get off to probably a blistering hot start in the first 2 rounds. But if you go watch some of Morrell's fights, he gets countered a little too much for my liking. And when you got an experienced veteran like Canelo right now at this stage,
and he's at his prime,
and he's at a great stage of his career,
yeah, you can't take that from Canelo.
I think he would hurt Morrell. Yeah. Now, if you say 3-4 fights from now, I'm gonna have a much different answer for you. But right now, no, I think Morrell still needs some work. But I like Morrell though. That was his second fight. Shakur doesn't that he beat the crap out of Alontes Fox. Cosetta tried to use dirty tactics, and Morrell showed him he did. And that's a crazy thing because sometimes when you're a young fighter, you're not used to the professional dirty tactics. And Mario Caceres was a veteran. Mario Caceres had actually beat Canelo in the amateurs. Mario Caceres was coming off a win against Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. And Morrell beat the fuck out of him. He absolutely pulverized him in a round. So, we'll see what happens as he develops. But he's progressed. Listen, there's not many fighters that are progressing like Morrell. So I'm saying a year and a half to be like
get some time.
Generous with the time. But literally, he might be ready for a world title in 2 fights.
Right.
That's how good he is. He might be so good. He might be ready for a world title before his 10th fight.
Hey, brother, man, I've been watching Berlanga on Instagram. He's looking good, man. Whoever's coach is, he's doing good with him, brother.
Mickey Bay. But listen, it don't matter.
Coming, man.
It don't matter how he look right now.
68.
Fuck the Instagram. All that matters is March 19th. He better look good on March 19th.
He's looking good. No, I'm not saying he's bragging about him, but when I see how he's exercising, how he's working out, he's made some changes. I think this is the year for Berlanga. He's going to sharpen up his tools, and he's going to get that. You're basically saying you don't want to come.
Edgar Berlanga is one fight away from being a hype job.
Because he tells me that he just put out that wrapping glasses and all that stuff away.
All the glasses and
we
jewelry,
we met him and everything.
reggaeton, all that. Fuck that shit. I need to see you come in here, and I need to see you fight. Like fight. Show me something.
Who you think is going to have a better career right now? Speak right now as we speak. Will it be Berlanga or will it be what's Puerto Rican from
Zayas?
Yeah.
That's the name of the question. Xander Zayas, South Florida. Stand up.
But what I'm saying, as far as right now,
Xander Zayas. First of all, Xander Zayas actually faints. He punches harder at his weight class. He's a better boxer. He's better than Edgar everywhere on the board. Edgar, I don't think Edgar has learned what a feint is yet.
Yeah, we got Mickey Bay now, so we hope we can learn something.
Hopefully, Mickey Bay can save his career.
I want Berlanga to come out and show out.
I'm telling you, Top Rank got to be careful. If Top Rank picked the wrong opponent, he will lose.
Yeah, I know. You told me
if
that.
He fight, I'll tell you this.
We've seen him live twice, right?
If Berlanga, listen, I'll tell you right now. If Berlanga fights Jesse Hart, he's done. Like Jesse Hart's beating him up.
You serious?
Yo, wait. Did I say Jesse Hart?
Yeah.
What's your name?
Jay Hart, you already know what it is.
There we go.
You already know what it is.
That's what's up.
You already know what it is with me.
Yeah, if he fight Jesse Hart right now at this moment in time.
Well, you're gonna say they're gonna build up his confidence again, right? And put him with less opponent.
Steve Rolls is a safe opponent. Steve Rolls is 37 years old. He just had his first fight at 168. He's not even a real 68 pounder, really. He hasn't had time to settle into the weight.
Right.
If Edgar Berlanga don't look good this fight,
let me ask you a question. You don't like Benavidez, but Benavidez and Berlanga fight. Who you got?
I don't know. I don't know.
Oh no! I didn't even say that.
I'm with Diego.
Oh,
Berlanga and Benavidez are the biggest hype jobs, bro. 2 glass. Yeah.
Oh, he don't like.
And I'm gonna listen. I'm gonna raise my hand.
You don't like Benavidez?
I'm gonna raise my hand. He hates Benavidez.
What?
That's the one thing me and him agree on. Listen.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna raise my hand. All right. I'm gonna raise my hand. Hold on. I'm gonna raise my hand, and I'm gonna repent for my sins. I like Berlanga. I pray that he gets his career on track. I mean, he hasn't lost yet, but he needs to tighten up if he wants to.
Well, he's doing it. He changed coaches, trainers. We'll see.
I fell for the hype machine. I was
okay. So if he beats Rose with a knockout, what would you say? It's nothing.
He's doing what he's supposed to do. They fucking giving him a layup. He better beat Rose.
So you're not gonna give him nothing for that other than knockout and power. But then you don't want to say he needs to work on his skills. And why do you like Diego? Why don't you like Benavidez? Benavidez is a good fighter. Because
Diego likes Canelo and Benavidez is running his mouth too much.
Okay.
They need to get rid of those French fries belts. Yeah, man. Hopefully, we talked to Mauricio Suleiman. I might have to pull up on him like I pull up on Canelo and tell him, hey man, we gotta outlaw this. This ain't good for the sport.
Mm-hmm.
Johnny says, Primo and Pop, I was trying to say that JD Martinez fought 10 rounds with Harold Calderon when he only had 6 professional fights and lost a decision and against the Brazilian at Mikasuki. So I say he can be beat. You're talking about JD?
Yeah, JD can be beat or can be beat?
He can.
He
has.
Yeah,
he has twice.
Yeah.
Bob Arum's funny when he says the best matchmakers after Ejaba got exposed and Balan got dropped. Well, hey, no matter how good your matchmakers are, there's still humans involved. Human error is a real thing.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, top rank for all the good matchmaking they've done, they fucked up into major rate. I remember one of the biggest matchmaking mistakes they ever made was when I don't know if you guys remember this, but like the year was 2018. Top Rank had Alex Saucedo, who was a big time Mexican American prospect that they were really trying to prop up.
Right.
He was Alex Saucedo was from Oklahoma.
Okay.
And at this time, Maurice Hooker had just won the WBO title at 140 against Terry Flanagan.
Right.
So they overpaid Maurice Hooker to get in the ring with Saucedo in Saucedo's hometown. That's very rare. It's rare that the champion has to fight an inexperienced contender in his hometown for his first defense.
Well,
no, he got paid. They paid him.
Yeah.
But they paid him because they thought that he was going to get smashed by Saucedo, and it backfired. Saucedo dropped Hooker early in the fight. Hooker got up off the deck and stopped this kid in his hometown. He was never the same.
Yeah. Wow.
That's why, like, when people say when people talk down about Maurice Hooker, I don't want to hear it because he proved himself as a true champion when he won the belt in England on foreign soil, and then he stopped Saucedo in his hometown.
I don't want to change the subject, but I gotta say this. I was watching a video yesterday from Honduras TV, and they had Teofimo and his dad there with his belts and everything. And let me tell you, I didn't see them. I didn't see that same impression, that same attitude they have with the mental thing, stable instability that he has. He actually was talking. He's proud of being a Honduran. He blew the belts, and his father was doing all the talk and saying that, yeah, when it comes to 140, and we'll do the same thing that we did at 135.
Absolutely.
But they actually were talking sense. They weren't, so God bless them.
Wait, some lights come on. Diego A says, this is Diego talking. He says, I used to be a fan of Benavidez until they hyped him so much. Like, the man is literally a one-dimensional fighter who had a controversial fight with Ronald Gavril, and then he's lying saying that Caleb Plant ducked him.
Yeah, I mean, I know his resume is not too great. I think based on his resume, Benavidez doesn't have fought the top of the creme. But at the same time, me personally, and Brendan would tell me, and I'm always wrong. Sometimes I'm wrong because any sport we watch, my dad, I go back to 1977 or 79 and says, in hockey, anything, they got to be aggression. And Brendan says, sometimes not always aggression.
Yeah, sometimes aggression can get you fucked up.
Yeah.
Hyro says, and by the way, shout out to all 46 of you that are still rocking with us. If you're new to the channel, please be sure to subscribe, hit the like button.
Thank you so much.
Definitely super chat. It is my birthday, so hey, if you want to show your boys on the birthday, feel free to hit the super chat. We're here for you guys, and we'll be here for you guys tomorrow. Hyro says, BT, I'm starting to dislike Gaio Estrada. He ducked Chocolatito, and he requested to be franchise champion. He didn't win the fight, which I'm glad you're finally admitting. I'm rooting my ass off for Joshua Franco. He got dropped by Cuadras, and he has COVID. Yeah. Gaio Estrada, I'm glad, Hyro, that it took you all this time to finally see the light that Chocolatito beat Gaio.
Where does Cuadras goes from here? Cuadras, where do he go from here? Like, he's done. He lost the last fight. Where does he go from here? Retirement? Cuadras.
I don't know. I mean, there's not much more left for him to do in the sport. He's been champion. He's been in the big fights. I mean, at this point, I think he's fine. He's just being a
And let me ask you a question. Now, just throw it out there crazy because you don't want to throw it out. Is Bam Rodriguez just a hype job?
No. How is he a hype job?
I'm just saying. He won big. He got his belt. I'm going to say, do you think this up?
No.
You think he's going to roll through the whole lightweights division?
I don't know about all that, but I'm just saying he's not no hype job.
Is there anybody that can challenge him?
He better stay the fuck away from Rumberside.
You still think so?
I think he can beat everybody. I think I give him a chance to beat.
You don't have no movement against Rumberside. You just say he's got power, right?
Rumberside can box. People sleep so much on his boxing ability. He outboxed Gaio. People always forget he outboxed Gaio.
Yeah. So you still say don't sleep on him?
Don't sleep on Rumberside. I think that would be the stylistic toughest fight for him of the top guys at 15. Don't stay away from Rumberside.
Okay. All right. If you say so.
Maybe who knows? Maybe he fights Rumberside. Rumberside gets old, but
For right now, you feel
if
that
Rumberside that I know comes to fight,
and for you to say that and pick Chocolatito to
I'd pick him to beat Chocolatito.
You're nuts.
I'd pick him to beat Chocolatito.
I never in my life thought BT was gonna get Chocolatito. Go against Chocolatito.
I'm being honest.
Yeah, you can call it is.
The thing about Benavidez is he has power and speed, so he's very exciting to watch for casual fans. But his boxing skills are low as fuck. In my opinion, Charlo, Plant, and Saunders are all better boxers than him.
Wow.
There you have it. You know,
I respect that opinion.
Luis Ramirez, he says, what? What do you mean, what?
Yeah, I'm just saying, like.
Johnny's saying, today, JD Martinez beats Calderon and boots Ennis in the same day. No, champ.
Man,
No.
I'll pray for you.
I know it's your family, so you're gonna be biased, but
respect to you and everything, but
we'll see. Hey, if he gets the fights and he shows the improvement, JD Martinez, you're not beating Boots or
you're not beating. No,
stop it.
I love and respect him because I commented before that he didn't like my comment, but he came back and gave me a positive feedback. So I respect JD, but JD is not big for the big boys.
Not yet, but hey, I would like to see
respect him because he gets in the ring.
I would like to see JD step up and continue to show his skills and progress his way. I'm not hating on him. I just don't think. Well, you know what? I won't say he can't be Calderon. Maybe he could be Calderon because Harold
on a rematch probably.
Harold want to fight Argentinians.
Yeah, he don't want to fight.
So if that fight happens, maybe Harold, but he not being Boots.
Yeah. So that being said, I'm happy for JD Martinez. He's very successful in what he's doing. I love his little family, his little kids he got. And I wish him nothing but the best. I'm just saying my own opinion as far as it comes to boxing. And he still has the opportunity to change my mind.
BT, who wins between Andrade or Canelo? Andrade. And the reason it's not happening is because Canelo knows it. But listen, it's to me, that fight's not even about who wins or who loses. I just want to see the damn fight happen because it should have happened years ago.
Yeah.
But, I'm moving on from it. I'm pivoting off of it. There's great fights out there for Andrade. There's plenty of great fights out there for Canelo. We don't got to.
Did you change your mind who you want? You want Conor or Brook?
Did I change my mind?
Yeah, I got Brook.
I didn't change my mind, but I am worried about Kell Brook.
No, you out of your mind.
I'm worried. I'm starting to worry.
You're worried about Kell Brook?
He's getting too emotional.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
The one that's getting too emotional to me is Khan. Khan's talking a lot of shit. After each other, Khan's talking all this shit.
Yeah, but Khan
beat the crap.
Khan is like cool and collected. Like he's not like anxious.
But Khan
Brooks like
Brooks wants to beat the shit out of him. That's why. Yeah, I think he will. You think he's gonna hurt him?
He's getting a little too emotional.
Oh man, I don't.
And the thing is too, like I was thinking about it, I was like, man, Amir Khan's been training in Colorado Springs, running the mountains. Kell Brook's been training in Spain.
Don't they have mountains over there too?
They have
the Tour de France.
He's been training with Terrence Crawford in Colorado.
They have the Tour de France.
He's training with Dominic Ingle in Spain.
And they have the Tour de France with the hills and stuff.
I'm worried. I'm worried about Kell.
I think Cal's going to come in here and knock the chin off of Khan. I think that's going to happen in that fight.
Benavidez versus Lemieux is a fan-friendly fight. The battle of the bangers. I like that fight a lot. Yeah. We'll see what happens. Personally, I think Benavidez should smash him, but it'd be funny as hell if Lemieux comes and knocks. If Lemieux knocks out Benavidez, I'm gonna say great. Now Andre can fight Lemieux, and I'm gonna say he beat the guy who beat Benavidez. He don't gotta fight him.
Lemieux's old, I think, for me.
Chris Colbert versus Otar needs to happen. Well, look, Chris Colbert don't got an opponent, so if they want to give the fans a good fight, go down in the WBA rankings. Otar won't be too hard to find Otar. He stay in the gym.
Yeah. That'd be a great fight.
Andrade versus Plant. Who wins that fight? Andrade, hands down. Plant. He's too experienced for Plant.
Brother, what happened to Gordon now? Is he retired?
I haven't heard anything. I gotta call him soon.
Yeah, I think he should still fight some more. I think he should fight some more. What I was gonna tell you. We already know Fury's gonna wipe the shit out of Fury.
We got Munguia versus Ballard next weekend.
You know what?
You giving the American any chance to go to Mexican soil and beat Munguia?
I don't think so. I don't think he'll do that. But I want.
Ballard. You know what?
I think Munguia was supposed to be hyped up to be a good Mexican fighter for the Golden Boy stable. And honestly, you know what? He's had 6 years to fight. Boo Andre. He hasn't done shit.
Listen, Ballard. Listen, Demetrius Ballard was. I almost hate saying this because I feel like every fighter I say this about, they get fucking knocked out. But Ballard was once a really good amateur. He was national goal. Once upon a time, he hasn't really got his chance to shine in the pros. He's never lost a fight. But I made a video and I'm dropping it next week.
Okay.
It's a measure to Demetrius Ballard. if you fight Munguia, don't go in there thinking that you're gonna pity pat and box your way to a decision. Dennis Hogan beat the shit out of Munguia in Mexico.
Man, he didn't get it.
And he didn't get the decision.
So
if Dennis Hogan didn't get a decision, you're not getting a decision. All right? And he fighting Tijuana. So
forget about it.
Yeah. The fight, unless he nails Munguia to the canvas and stops him, this fight is a foregone conclusion.
Done.
I hate saying that. That sounds really negative, and it almost sounds like the fight is fixed, but it kind of is. I'm not gonna lie to you, it kind of is. Because we know that, if you've watched Munguia's fights in Mexico, you know what I'm talking about. You know, I'm not saying anything that's like crazy or far-fetched. If you saw having Dennis Hogan, it's hard to believe that Demetrius Ballard can go out there, outbox Munguia, and get a decision.
Let me ask you a question. If Josh Taylor never gets to fight with Crawford, who would you like to see him fight next?
Who, Josh Taylor?
If that fight never happens to him and Crawford, who would you want to see Josh Taylor fight? Like down, what other name would you put that would look good and fight with him? I think Progress had a rematch.
Zepeda.
Oh,
Zepeda has earned the fight.
Yeah, Zepeda. Who's he fighting next? That we say.
Or if Gary Anton Russell stops Victor Postal.
Oh my God.
Give it to Gary Anton Russell, because then he would have done something that Josh Taylor didn't do.
Wow. And
he would have legitimized himself. Oh man, Hyro says Jaime Munguia ducked Carlos Adames. I bet you that's his next fight.
You think so?
Carlos Adames. I mean, Golden Boy with him especially, because they don't have a lot of people that they've invested money into.
Right.
And he's a big star in Mexico. Carlos Adames is the perfect opponent. In the rankings. Won his last fight against Derevyanchenko, so he's somebody real solid. But we saw the fight. Like I picked Adames, and you picked Derevyanchenko, and I was right, but I wasn't even happy that I got it right. Yeah. Adames is extremely stamina's very questionable. I think Munguia will beat the shit out of Adames if they fought. That's the perfect opponent for him. And the thing is, people aren't talking about it, but Munguia's boxing skills are improving a little bit with Eric Morales. He's got a nice little power jab going on. Yeah, if you watch the Rosado fight, he was outboxing Rosado.
But one of the big things was he didn't know how to play fight with defense, right?
Yeah,
he had no defense.
That's why I'm intrigued by the Demetrius Ballard fight, because Ballard can box. So if if Ballard fights Munguia, he better not go in there. I'm telling you, he better not go in there thinking that he can go in there and just box way to a decision, because it's not happening. He better go in there, maybe box for 2 rounds, and by round 3, 4, you got to get in there and fight.
Let me ask another question. I know we don't know the answer yet, but I like to pick your brains out. Where do you think Wilder goes from right now? As far as is he going to come back in the ring? You think he's going to stay out the ring?
I don't know what he's going to
do. You think he's going to fight somebody else? You don't. I think he's going to. I don't think he's going to retire. I think he's going to come back. I think he come back because he can still dominate. I would like to see him fight Ruiz, to be honest with you.
Andy Ruiz?
Yeah, how we beat the shit out of Ruiz. Ruiz just sit with a big fight that he's never going to get.
Sounds like you're a hater.
I'm not a hater. I just appreciate it.
Look at this guy being a player hater.
No, I'm just saying, like, how Ruiz been sitting back not doing nothing. He doesn't want to fight nobody. So come on. What else is there?
Hyro's clowning Carlos Adames. He says he lost to Patrick Teixeira. I was surprised when he lost to Patrick Teixeira. And Carlos Adames was a beast with Robert Garcia. He was, but Alec Powell says Berlanga needs to fight a European dude.
He will beat the crap out of him. The way they fight, they only have the Europeans only fight.
I don't know. Let's see.
They play patty cake a lot. I don't like that patty cake style.
Let's see. Let's go through the 168 rankings. Let's see if we can find a European dude that Berlanga can maybe because to be honest, look, Pops may not like what I'm gonna say.
No, you say
but the way he's Puerto Rican's box, they're the fucking British fighters.
We're having a downside right now, but we're coming. Okay.
So we'll go through the 168 rankings. Let's find some European dudes. All right. So we got
Zach
Parker. I think Zach Parker would stop Berlanga.
Yeah, right.
See, what about John Ryder? You think Berlanga could beat John Ryder?
No.
He might have a chance. Oh, okay. This is the opponent. If he can't beat this motherfucker,
Isn't he calling somebody out?
If Berlanga beats Steve Rolls, I want Rocky Fielding as a step up. Because if you can't beat Rocky Fielding,
that's a free walking bar.
It's a step up from Steve Rolls. It is. Yes, it is. Rocky Fielding next. Because look, we can't put Berlanga in there with we can't put him in there with Leron Richards. Maybe Leron Richards. He's a British fighter.
Yeah.
You know, we can't put him in there with certain fighters. Maybe Daniel Scardina. That could be an opponent. But like Top Rank has to be very careful.
What's Chamberlain fight? What weight class?
Cruiserweight.
Oh, okay. No, you say something. Yeah, no, you go there with that. Yeah.
Stop it.
Yeah.
You get that man hurt.
Ooh, yeah.
To kind of test where he's at, Berlanga, because he ain't up there, but he needs something to get him a little test. Yeah. He needs some of that easy work. But there's supposed to be some easy work for him. And if it's not easy work for him, it kind of just shows you the level he's at.
So you're basically saying if he goes like 9 rounds,
if Steve Rolls hurts him or drops him, I'm going to have a lot to say.
Okay.
That's it. If you don't get him out of there in 9 rounds or less, I'm going to have a lot to say.
Wow.
You know, listen, I'm going to make a prediction in advance. If Berlanga does go 12 rounds in advance, he's going to say that he needed the rounds coming off the hand surgery.
Oh, hell.
Guarantee it. Gary Russell versus Elvis Rodriguez. That's dumb for Top Rank to release him. Yeah, but, you know, it's how boxing is. You know, 1 minute, these guys are the hottest prospects of the sport, and the next minute, they're nobody.
That's what with the guitar, right?
Yeah.
He's good. That's why
he's okay.
You don't like him?
It doesn't matter if I like him. I'm telling you what
I'm saying. Okay. Style-wise, you don't think he's all that?
He's a good TV fighter.
I like him.
Kenneth Sims exposed him. You know.
Yeah. I mean, but he can't bounce back though.
Against who?
Come
on, man.
Yeah.
MAW says, let's go Rocky Fielding. Shit, I want give Rocky Fielding a fight. Rocky. And my thing is this: if Rocky Fielding can upset the apple cart and beat Berlanga, he should get a Caleb Plant fight because I want to see that fight. I want to see Rocky Fielding versus Caleb Plant.
He's calling somebody out.
Caleb Plant. I want to see that fight.
Are you serious?
They was going back and forth. I want to see.
Have a whirl over him.
We don't know that. We got to see the fight.
You want him to get beat.
We got to see the fight.
I think you were going to say that because you want him to get his ass kicked.
Joseph Torres asked, did Charlo blow his chance at the Canelo fight? No.
We don't know.
No, he didn't. No. Because if him beating someone up and getting a domestic violence case ruined his chance at the fight, that doesn't make sense because Kovalev had that situation with the woman on the plane before he fought Canelo. He still got the fight. So you can't just say he ruined it. I don't think so.
We don't know about that.
John Ryder might beat Berlanga's ass. I'm not gonna lie. If the John Ryder that fought Canelo Smith shows up, yes.
And I like Berlanga too.
It's not about who we like. It's about the truth. What do you think of Keith Thurman? I like Keith Thurman. He's always in good fights and always trying to get people really good fights. But he better stay away from Terrence Crawford.
Yeah.
If he knows what's good for him, stay away from Terrence Crawford.
And he's a good talker, a good speaker, and know how to sell himself and everything. But at the end of the day, from what I see from the Steve Thurman that came back being rusty, he needs a lot more fights. And he's not going to be the Thurman of old. I'm telling you that right now. That prime is already gone. Prime Thurman is already gone.
He lost 2 years of his prime sitting around doing nothing.
So you're not. People think that he's going to come here and get all these big fights and tear up. He's not the same person.
Yeah. Hyro says, BT don't like. I don't like him because he's from the Dominican Republic. They have no chance. We need Rosario with his new coach on Showtime. Oh yeah, the 160-pound Jason Rosario.
Who's his new coach?
I don't know who his new coach is. I don't know.
He should have stayed with Chiro
Perez had him right. Maybe if he was caught by the Harris, maybe if he was caught by Harris County Fort Bend Strict. That's where I think Charlo's at.
What's that?
The prison, the jail that he's at. GGG should be Charlo's next. Should be Jermall's next step. GGG don't want to listen. GGG don't want to fight Charlo, Andrade, nobody. GGG want to fight the Camille Schmertas of the world and get overpaid by the zone. He's done.
He just went
after the zone broke the checkbook out, after he lost to Canelo, that was the end of Golovkin's dedication.
And he's got like an $18 million paycheck if you fight the trilogy, so he's been sitting back on that. And that's who's to say if Murata don't beat him.
You mean the LeBron James of Japan?
Yeah, I think
the biggest star in boxing, Murata.
Listen, I just think Gigi's time is up, man. I think he should retire. He looks slow the last couple of fights I've seen him. He's not the same person that he was when he was dominating. When he took a 2-year layoff, sitting on his ass waiting for the Canelo fight, take your paycheck and get the hell out.
Damn. He said, get the hell out.
Yeah, man.
No appreciation.
Yeah.
No respect.
Yeah.
No appreciation for Golovkin. You see this guy? How quick they forget.
Yeah.
How quick they forget. You saw what the fuck he did to David Lemieux?
Yeah, back in what? What year was that?
That was like 2015, 2016? Something like that.
6 years ago.
HBO pay-per-view?
He's the same guy.
Jermall also doesn't want to fight anyone. That is true. That is true. Jermall don't want to fight anybody. They asked him about fighting Andrade, and he broke out the Canelo lines. He said he's a horrible fighter. You know,
it's crazy.
GGG is content. People saying he beat Canelo the first time. His ass don't want smoke with nobody. He don't.
No, man. He got that fat wallet, and he's content with what he's doing. Get a paycheck, hopefully from the trilogy.
Shout out to everyone here. It's your boy BT, the Untouchable True School Sports Empire. Make sure you guys hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, super chat because it's my birthday. Show your boy some birthday love. But
it's a good relax, brother.
It's been a great life. Let's go check on. I wanted to look more at that. I wanted to see the undercard of Ryder versus Jacobs because you asked me about the undercard yesterday, and I told you I didn't know. Now I know on the undercard we got Austin Emma Williams fighting on the undercard, but I mean, let's see. Is there anything that we should look for on the card? I mean, let's go to screen share. You guys can tell me. Is there anything that we should really be looking forward to on this Jacobs versus Ryder undercard? Because this is what I see right here. So we got Felix Cash, who's a good fighter. Good fighter.
Yeah.
Felix Cash, he's ranked in the top 15 WBO. He will be in that world title picture within his next 2 or 3 fights if he can get past this one. He's fighting this guy, Magomed Madiev, 15-0-2 for the vacant WBC International middleweight title. So once you start winning these types of fights, you start getting close to that mandatory spot. So big test for him. You got Emma Williams taking on the journeyman Javier Maciel. I'm familiar with Javier Maciel. He's fought a lot of guys. Stay ready fight for Emma Williams. Hopi Price fighting a 14-12 guy.
Emma's still undefeated?
Yeah.
I thought he got beaten we seen last time.
No, that was Otha Jones.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
That was Otha Jones.
Jesus.
Yeah, okay. I'm not going to lie to you guys. This undercard is absolutely atrocious. I'm not going to lie to you. It's really, really bad. You're not really missing much. If you're wondering what's happening on the undercard tomorrow, not a whole lot. Just showcase fights, them building up their prospects, things like that. So that's what it is. It looks like David Avanesian's fighting soon against another no-name opponent, which is sad because Avanesian should be fighting Conor Benn, but Eddie Hearn don't want to put Conor Benn in there with David Avanesian. Conor Benn is ducking David Avanesian. You know what I'm saying? But not a ton going on in boxing other than Charlo going to jail.
Yeah,
dropping the soap. Well, that's prison.
That's crazy. Yeah,
don't drop the soap.
Yeah. Who do you want Eubank to fight? We were talking about
Munguia. I want to see Eubank fight Munguia because
I think he'll beat Munguia.
What do you guys think? Who do you guys think will win between Munguia and Eubank? Because I think that's a competitive fight. Munguia comes to fight. Eubank definitely comes to fight. Eubank's getting a little bit more craft under the watchful eye of Roy Jones Jr. Yeah. So I think Eubank will give him some work.
He definitely will. No, he'll come to fight. That's for sure.
No, absolutely.
I think didn't he call Charles? Did he want to fight Charles or something like that? I thought he did. Eubank. I
don't know. Pops. I want to do something right now. So we know Chris Colbert was supposed to fight on February 26th, right?
Who do you want to look at his weight class?
I want to look at his. I mean, apart from we know Otar. Apart from Otar, we want to see Chris Colbert. We want to see Otar. We want to see Otar fight everybody. And you guys can play along. You guys, for the 43 of you that are watching with us, make sure you smash that like button.
Yeah, you probably can find somebody that.
If you didn't hear, Chris Colbert had a fight on the 26th that was supposed to happen with Roger Gutierrez. And Gutierrez got COVID. He's not the opponent no more. So we're going to go down the rankings of the WBA. And you guys can tell me, who do you want Chris Colbert to fight next? Because he's got to fight someone in the WBA. So we'll start throwing names out there. So Jonah Carroll. What do you think about Chris Colbert or Jonah Carroll?
I'm not interested in that fight.
No? Okay. I don't even know who this guy is. Mark Ubanoff. I don't know who this is. Does anybody know who this guy is? I never heard of this guy. I'm about to do some homework. All right. Your favorite, Lamont Roach.
Yeah. Let me see who else.
You got Ricardo Nunez. You got Jaime Arboleda, who Chris Colbert already beat, so cancel him out. You got these two guys who I don't really know about. You got Eduardo Hernandez. You got Joe Cordina, the Welsh Wizard, a good fighter. Yeah. Rene Alvarado.
What do you think?
Rene Alvarado, that's the one. He just lost.
Yeah. Go back.
Man, Chris Colbert don't got a lot of. I think Otar might be his only option. Yeah. I think Otar might be his only legitimate option.
If he takes that. But
like that. That's the fight. You know what? If we're going by WBA rankings, he got to fight Otar. Unless they go outside the rankings.
Yeah. You want to reset with Lamont Roach?
does Golden Boy want to put him in there with Colbert?
Yeah, that's true.
He just had the biggest win of his career. I know Lamar will take the fight.
What weight class is I might be what's his name?
Rashid Ellis?
Yeah.
Welterweight.
Okay.
So yeah. Rico Rancher said, I thought Colbert had a belt the whole time. He had the you're actually correct. He had the regular belt. He had the WBA regular belt. But the WBA actually did away with they did away with all the trinkets. So he's not a belt no more. So now he's got to beat. What's his name? Gutierrez. Yeah. But see, now he can't fight Gutierrez. So what happens? Does he like? You got to wait longer? I mean, I don't know.
That's crazy. Oh man, if he doesn't get Otaro or somebody like that, or just get out somebody to tune up, but he's gonna eat up anybody they put in front of him besides Otaro.
Hey, I want all 43 of you that are watching to show respect, love, and appreciation to one of my friends. And also a fighter himself, 2-0 prospect, Marcos Paz. Shout out to Marcos.
Right,
he says, King BT, shout out to Pops. Pops, my motherfucking guy.
That's it, bro.
Yeah, Marcos Paz. Marcos Paz is coming, man. He's definitely a friend, of the channel. We ran Mount Charleston together. We went to Bible study together. We watched boxing together. So looking for big things for my boy Marcos Paz as the year progresses. You know what I'm saying? Hyro says, BT, Cobra had the interim belt. Roger has the regular belt because Tank vacated. He beat Rene Alvarado. Okay, thank you for the listen. When it comes to these random, when it comes to random like boxing, politics, and minutia, you can always count on Hyro to correct you if you got wrong. But yeah, Chris Colbert still has to earn his belt, so he's not gonna get his chance on the 26th. They gotta find an opponent. I'll tell you this. I think Al Heyman and Showtime have a lot of money invested in him. So I'll tell you this. They're not going to fight Otaro Aronofsky next. Hell no. Hell no. No way. No how are they fighting Otaro. That's the wrong fight to go from fighting Gutierrez to Otaro. Those are the kind of problems you want right now. That's a fight where you're going to need a full camp of preparation of game planning for him. You're right. I'll tell you right. I'll go out on a limb right now. If Showtime make Otaro versus Chris Colbert on short notice, Otaro will stop Chris Colbert. He'll beat him. Woo! He will beat him. Woo! Marcos Paz up next. Damn right, champ. He's up next. You know, I've been in the gym with Marcos. I've seen him spar. You know, the likes of Yukio Gamboa. He's been putting in work for a lot of years. You know, as an amateur, he fought like Josue Vargas, a lot of guys. So he's a name that maybe a lot of you guys don't know yet. But listen, I try to tell people in boxing. The boxing world is small, but the pool of fighters in boxing is big because you know you have so many fighters that are just, you know, maybe you haven't heard the names because they haven't been with a big promoter, but there's talented fighters everywhere, and there's everybody trying to get a crack at the big time. So he's one of them guys. So we'll see how his career progresses. Right now, his record stands at 2-0 with 1 knockout. His next fight should be in the first quarter of this year. So we'll see. We'll see what happens.
And God bless him and his father. Let's go, Marco. Brent, what's going on with Tank?
Nothing.
No fighting, no nothing, nothing.
The same thing. What's going on with Tank? The same thing going on with Tank is the same thing going on with everybody else at 135. Fucking jack shit. I hate that weight class. In fact, Marcos Paz is the only 135 fighter I like.
Yeah, let's go, Marcos.
Fuck, man.
Hold on.
The guys at 135, all they do is talk and tweet, and they don't do nothing up there.
I'm saying,
except tweet.
What they're gonna, I mean,
George Kambosos.
George
Kambosos won the belt against Tio and became Tio. Yeah. He's acting like Tio.
Yeah. So hold on. So you're saying basically, okay, so the only one that really don't know for sure is going to have fights coming up is Ryan Garcia, basically.
Versus who?
Is Garcia fighting what's the guy?
Tego.
Yeah, Tego. Then after that, who knows what's going to happen? But I'm saying they're going to have to do something with Davis. I'm sorry to tell you, they're going to have to put somebody. What's that rematch with Rolly? What's happening with Rolly?
He's supposed to fight Tank supposedly.
Yeah, I mean that's the fight that people. I want to see that fight. I think Rolly really wants it real bad. Why not? You know, I like Rolly as a character when he brings it to the game. He talks crazy, but I like him. You know. Okay. What else?
What's his name? My man, Herman Rodriguez says, well, he asked me about Lorenzo Kambosos, but then he also says, would you use my rap song as your theme song? I gotta hear it. Yeah. You know, if it's garbage or about, you know, I gotta see. I gotta see if I like it. If I like it and I feel like it fits to the channel, maybe so. Or maybe it could be my outro. Who knows? But send it to me. Email it to me or Or if you got Instagram, get me on the Instagram, and if you had a YouTube video of it, send the link on Instagram, and I'll go check it out. My Instagram, by the way, if you want to know my Instagram, I'll type it in the chat, or I'll drop the link. If any of y'all here want to follow me on Instagram and keep in touch with your boy BT outside of YouTube, because I do have a life outside of YouTube. Definitely, when I drop the link, feel free to follow and just let me know who you are and just tell me you watched the live and stuff, and I'll follow you back. But okay. What's your email? How can I send it? Okay, well, there's my Instagram for those of you who want it. But my email, Erman, is nelsontaylor978@gmail.com. There it is. So just email me there. Isaac Chamberlain is coming. I don't know if he's ready for Vidal Riley. Harold, if you and Shakur don't stop with this bullshit, Vidal Riley hype, Isaac Chamberlain will knock that motherfucker into next week. He don't want them problems.
Yeah.
He doesn't want those problems. Wait, who did Charlo beat up? Well, so he got a felony today because he beat up a member of his household. Nobody knows who it is. Some people speculate it could be just a man in the house, or maybe it was his wife. Nobody knows. We're still waiting for details to come out. But he did go to jail. His bond is $10,000. And Jermall Charlo's run of hard luck continues with the law.
Yeah. According to TMZ.
According to TMZ and a number of news outlets. You know what I'm saying? But it's your boy BT, the untouchable, True School Sports Empire. We need to meet for lunch if you come to New Jersey. I mean, I went to New Jersey in 2019. I was in Bogota. I was in Bogota, New Jersey.
Because I was Jersey from.
Part of Jersey from. I mean, if you go to,
I came from Puerto Rico. I live in Jersey City.
If I go to New Jersey, champ, hit me up. Why not? We'll go. Show me the nice places in Jersey.
Newark.
Al the Powell says, I heard it was his wife. It could be. I mean, it could be. We don't know.
Yeah,
we don't know. BT, did you see that Isaac Chamberlain clip I sent you? Yes, I did. I liked it a lot, man. It's about time you start covering the real fighters, Hyro.
That's it.
The future cruiserweight champion.
Before you get around Brendan long enough, don't worry, you will.
He beat the fuck out of these females. That's what they are saying. Yeah, but it's not official yet. So we gotta say
it. Either way, he got arrested.
North Jersey, Union, New Jersey.
Oh, Union City, New Jersey.
I believe so.
One of my boys for that Union City, New Jersey.
Yeah, because for those of you who don't know, when Pops first came
to Puerto Rico,
he lived in Jersey City. So
yeah,
he's got history in Jersey.
Yeah, I'm saying you got Shakur to come from Newark, and you got Cameron. You see him? That's rough.
Camden?
Yeah, it's rough.
You got Raymond Ford who comes from Camden?
Yeah, you got all kinds of,
Raymond Ford.
Fuck Raymond Ford. He's not the real deal. Shit.
Why hate on Raymond Ford?
Because he hasn't done jack.
Speak your mind on Raymond Ford.
Raymond Ford.
Talk to him, Pops.
He got picked up by motherfucker Eddie Hearns from a damn Instagram shit, and he put him in this fight him up. He's done this shit. The last fight we seen, what did he do? Not a damn fucking thing.
They gave him the decision.
Yeah.
And then he said, I won. And then Eddie Hearns said, no, you don't.
Oh, yeah. Eddie Hearns came out and said that. I'm a promoter. And he came out. That's embarrassing. When your promoter said you didn't win that fight, that was a freebie. So you know what? Before you need to wake the hell up.
Oh, man. Chad said, Mr. Pops and BT got money. They can bail out Charlo. Even if we have money like that, hold on. Even if we have money like that, I wouldn't bail his ass out because he ducked Demetrius Andrade. So that would just be the punishment he has for ducking Demetrius Andrade. Yeah. Easy Dime says that Charlo, he two-pieced the bitch. Oh, man. Oh, man. Truth God says Union City and Union are two different cities.
Is it? Okay, thank you, man. Put me on the game. I know in Union City I came from. I live in Jersey City for sure. So, yeah. But thanks for letting me know.
Yeah. See, what else is going on? We got what? Munguia, Conor and Booker. I can't believe Conor and Booker is next week already.
Time is going by quick. It's 2 fights on next week, isn't it, though?
Yeah, and the next week is Ballard versus Munguia. And then Conor and Booker is first, and then Ballard versus Munguia is that night. So, yeah. That's what it is.
Top Rank had nothing coming out?
I don't think. Well, no.
Well, you said everything starts moving in March, right?
March is when boxing really starts, guys. Boxing really starts in March. So March is gonna be a crazy month. Oh man, now it's about to get lit. Slotello, what's good, Shep?
What's going on,
he says AJ is sending Usyk into another realm. You see, I mean, you thought that the first time. You thought that the first time, champ.
I don't know. The only way I say AJ wins that fight if you let his hands go.
If it's a close fight,
if he lets his hands go. If we don't do that, he losing that fight.
If it's a close fight, he'll get a decision because
He didn't get it the first time.
No,
he's gonna get it again.
he will hands down get it the first time. The
Second time?
Yeah.
If
You know how much money he makes for them?
Listen, if he don't let go of his hands and get Usyk by the ropes and stop pounding him like towards the end, he was showing a little bit, he's losing the fight.
I mean, if you say so.
But I mean, so yeah, Usyk is coming to win the fight. He's not trying to fold it.
Do you watch UFC? There's UFC tomorrow. I don't
watch it.
I don't really watch UFC, but I keep hearing about this big fight tomorrow.
Yeah, it's
who's fighting tomorrow? I'm probably not gonna watch it, but who's fighting tomorrow? Just
what's his name was telling me. Johnny was talking about it in his live. I don't know.
Charlo got to stop cherry picking regular people in the ring and out the ring. Yeah, he do.
That's the problem. That's what his problem is.
Was it him that got slapped by Jarrett Hurd? Remember that happened? Did you see what happened?
No.
When Jarrett Hurd slapped both of them?
What?
You didn't see that?
No.
Hold on. I might have that on.
Are you serious?
He slapped one of them or
This
both of them.
back in the day, right?
No, it's like maybe 4 or 5 months ago.
Damn, you serious?
Yeah, you didn't see this?
No.
Let me see. Yeah, Jarrett Hurd slaps. Jarrett Hurd slaps Jermall. Or he slapped Jermall.
Okay.
Because he confronted Jermall. No, he slapped Jermall. All right, we're gonna pull it up. Because maybe you guys haven't seen this, but I wanted to show the people who haven't seen it.
Slap the crap out of him?
Apparently, it was a little brother. Ernan says, "You're not gonna believe me, but I made a track inspired by Demetrius Andrade." Well, hey, you're inspired by greatness, champ.
Yeah,
you're inspired by greatness.
Probably sent it to Demetrius. You might like it too.
It was his little brother. Okay. I'm gonna play the clip right now. I know he slapped one of them. I get confused. But here it is right here.
He slapped him already?
That's Jermall. I think that's Jermall right there. That's Jermall and Jermall. He's in front of both of them. And Hurd's a big motherfucker. Look how big Hurd is.
Yeah. Oh man.
Those are the Canelo.
Well, what happened there?
Who knows? Man, say what you want about Jarrett Hurd, but he's standing 10 toes down like a G.
Yeah.
With neon green pants on. You gotta do a neon green pants on?
Yeah, what's going?
Yeah. Keep running your mouth.
Yeah, man. What's up with her anyway?
I don't know. Look, he might have lost to Luis Arias, but he sure so ain't losing.
He ain't backing up nobody.
He not
stand up.
Yeah, he pushed him. It wasn't a slap, but they say he slapped him.
Still, Washington stand
but
up.
Either way, he stood his ground and
we haven't heard much from here. Him and Laura. What's up, Laura? He's done too, right? He's supposed to be fighting soon, though. I see him with a picture with his training with his last.
Laura. Yeah. But yeah, it was a push. He didn't really slap him. He didn't really slap him, but you know it is what it is. So listen, guys, I'm gonna say this. We got like 10 more minutes. 10. I mean, really normally I ended them out, but like 10, 15 more minutes. We'll stay on, and then I'm gonna get up off. I'm gonna get out of here. But so you guys for the next 10 minutes, you guys just fire away questions. Yeah, there wasn't a slap. I went ahead and I watched. There wasn't a slap. It was a push, but the title said slap.
Yeah,
you know they had to put slap in there for the views.
Yeah, of course.
Whoa, like I like how they put in the beginning. Whoa or wow.
Yeah.
Who do you think is AJ's new trainer? Personally, it don't matter. He better fucking have his mind right when they fight. He better have his mind right when they fight because Usyk is not coming here to play with him. I think Usyk in this rematch is coming to stop AJ.
He's going more matter because the fight's not back in the Ukraine, but right now they might go to war with Russia, so they better have it in the USA.
But hopefully they announce that fight soon because I like AJ, I like Usyk, and I want to just move on from that. I want to personally the fight I want to see is AJ versus. I still want to see AJ versus Wilder. You asked me Wilder. That's the fight. I still want to see that fight. I still want to see AJ versus Wilder in the USA.
That'd be fine.
Or at the MGM Grand.
It's still a fight.
Let the Brits travel over. Make it a big event.
Yeah, of course. That or even AJ Fury. People want to see that one too.
Did you talk about Shakur versus Valdez? We talked about it all day yesterday on the live, but I mean, we'll talk about it again.
Sure.
Signature fight for the career of both fighters. Shakur finally gets a chance to prove that he is what he says he is, and prove that he is one of the best, if not the best, young fighter in the sport today against a warrior like Oscar Valdez. So it'll be a good event. Personally, I see it as number 1 in the division versus number 3 in the division because I look at Valdez number 3. I think Conceição beat him, and I think Conceição is 2. So the winner of this fight should fight Conceição. What do you think?
I think for the fight between Shakur and Valdez is an experienced fighter. He's going to bring that pressure in. He's going to do what he's got to do to come in and make the fight interesting. I think both of them will end up in the middle of the ring, but I think Shakur, and then the day will take the fight due to the fact that I think he's like speed-wise, he's better. And you got to push him to the limits to find out what he's all about. And
he's physically strong. Like people are underestimating how physically strong his body's maturing. He's not a kid no more. You know, he's maturing into a full-fledged grown-ass man. So you gotta watch out for that. Let me go to tell those comments. Is Wilder retired now? What happened to him? He got knocked out by Fury, and he hasn't said anything since. Really,
I don't think he's gonna retire. I think he can continue.
Maybe if I try O'Brien if he wins against Dubois.
Man.
BT, do you think someone will badly hurt one of the Charlos if they piss off the wrong guy? Yes. Yeah. Listen, one thing about life is this. It don't matter how big and bad you think you are. There's always somebody bigger and badder out there than you. So you might be able to punk one guy, but you punk the wrong person, that's your ass is grass. So pick your battles very, very carefully. You know, of course, you're asking a rhetorical question.
Yeah.
Anybody can get smoked. Anybody can get hurt. And nobody's invincible.
That's true.
You know, nobody's untouchable except me.
You too.
No, I'm joking. I can get touched. Anybody can.
Yeah, we got God beside you, though.
Yeah. BT, don't count out the IBF champion, Konishi Ogawa. For Chris Colbert, that'd be a good fight. Good little fight. Short notice. I just sent the rhyme-related check your email. I'll check it out later on when I have time. Andrade versus Eubank Jr. Good fight. I mean, Andrade's not gonna stay at 160, but if he does and he wants to pursue fights, I would like to see him fight Eubank. You know, Eubank's got a big fan base in the UK. Eubank's gonna be in an entertaining fight. Eubank is gonna come to knock Andrade's block off, and it'll be up to Andrade to stay calm, cool, collected, composed, and keep fighting him in that pocket. You feel me? So
yeah,
you know, it'll be funny if Valdez lands lucky shot on Shakur like he did to Burchell. Well, no, that wasn't a lucky shot they landed on Burchell. He literally slipped 3 punches going backwards and counted them with the left hook while he was leaning in. But the thing is, Shakur's got much better balance and posture than Burchell.
Yep.
But what Valdez did in that fight is he used Burchell's lack of balance and him leaning over so much against him. And, you know, he got Burchell in the mid combination and hit with the left hook, and then he was like, ah!
Yeah. It's crazy.
Yeah, man. Why do I feel like Bivol is getting set up? How do they already have a Canelo GG3 match set up if Canelo has to be Bivol first? Bivol isn't easy. We just said that yesterday. We were just talking about that yesterday. And people were like, "Oh, there you go, making excuses, being a hater." Yeah. You know, these Canelo haters, fuck Canelo haters, but it's the truth. Yeah. Why you only see that our prospects? Why would you set up your next fight if it's not a foregone conclusion that you have that you're gonna win your first fight?
Yeah, because
what they're telling you inadvertently is that the first fight's already predetermined.
Yeah.
You know, right in your face. You just got to choose to believe it or not.
Yeah.
Dundada, and shout out to my man Dundada. I saw you in the comments earlier, but I didn't acknowledge you. Shout out to you out there in DC. Hope you're doing good. Shakur can't fight flat-footed against Valdez like he fought against Herring. Well, I guess we'll see, man. We'll see who has the bigger dog in the back half of the fight. Because, look, I think Shakur will come to box, but I think he's going to come to beat up Valdez, too. He's going to show the whole toolbox this fight.
I think this is really coming out.
Oscar Valdez getting the Jermall Herring treatment.
Yeah, this is coming out fight right now.
Yo. Bivol at this stage is a much tougher fight, in my opinion. It seems fishy. Well, look, Bivol will never, ever see this kind of money ever again in this in his entire career.
It's the biggest fight.
So don't be surprised if we see something phony. You know, maybe Bivol forgets how to throw a jab. Maybe he puts his right hand in his pocket. I'm not saying, I'm not trying to throw salt on it. Hopefully it's a fair fight. Hopefully it's competitive, but you got to always kind of raise your eyebrows when you see the fact that a bigger money fight has already been made after the Bivol fight.
When you see a pure Russian singing music, dancing to Mexican music, be ready to expect unexpected with boxing. You just never know.
Why hasn't Rosado fought Andrade? That's a good fight and a good name for Andrade's resume. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
Rosado did call him out on Instagram, but I mean, listen. It's a good name to have, but I don't think it's one you really need. I mean, it's cool.
Andre is ready. Andre is ready for the big fights. get more titles and prove his point, how good he is, and not taking anything away from Rosado, but he's not trying to go backwards, trying to go forward.
Slotelo, it's funny. Slotelo is literally saying everything we said yesterday on the live. He said Canelo's going to get outboxed but win a decision. Man, we've seen this before.
Yeah.
He's
calling it out usually.
Gregory Hogan says that Shakur Stevenson is going to stop Valdez. There's a reason that Valdez has been ducking all this time.
What he said, I think? I finally get the duck to cook the duck.
We finally caught the duck. It's time to cook.
Shakur said that.
Shakur Stevenson said that. So he's
been around.
He's looking to make a statement.
Yeah.
This is tailor-made for Shakur to put everything together and solidify his argument that he belongs on the pound list. And that's where I'm at. That's what I think is going to happen. Hopefully Valdez go on there, use his amateur pedigree, use all of his professional experience, and turn in a great performance and give the fans a great fight. Because I'm picking Shakur win by a lot, but I want to see a competitive fight. Hyro says Bivol is ducking better BF. He was the young guy on HBO and wasn't eager to unify to fight Craig Richards. Joe Smith is a good name, but he lost to Barrera.
Didn't you say that you would like to see Bivol fight? Ramirez? You want to see? When you say that Bivol should fight Soto, yeah. Before that would have been great. When the winner would have fought this fight. All
right. Well, last comment here, and then we're gonna close it out here in a second. And Canelo fans are gonna justify the decision by saying Bivol is boring and didn't come to fight. They are gonna say that. Yeah, that's what they, because people. Let's be real. The same people that will say that for Canelo versus Bivol will say the same when Consensal fought Valdez. Because most Canelo fans are Valdez fans.
You can't win either way.
You know, he's gonna punish Valdez. Canelo fans will hate Shakur after this, and they might hate Cholatito too when he puts Martinez on his back.
Oh, there you go.
They'll ruin Shakur if they steal the fight from him with a bad decision. Hopefully he stops Valdez. I'm hoping.
Yeah.
I'm really hoping. But listen, man, on that note, guys, listen, it's been a marvelous time here on the live.
Thank you,
I appreciate all the love and support. I've had a pretty calm birthday. Like I didn't really go out for my birthday. I just did what I always do, make videos and stuff. But relax. But you guys have helped make my birthday real special, so it's good. Thank you everybody who tuned in and supports and comes to these lives and continues to support the channel. It really does mean a lot to me. And the best part about this, Pops, is like the year hasn't really started here on True School Sports. The year doesn't start until I go to out of town for these fights and get the interviews and stuff. So we
still enjoy it. We're gonna keep it going, and we're going to the top.
We're going straight to the top.
Amen.
And hopefully you guys are there with us every step of the way. Man, look at this, David with the $99 super chat to end. Man. So look, as per usual, when the super chats come out, so does Don King. Don King, talk to him.
Hey everybody, let's have some fun. You don't live but once, and when you're dead, you're done. So let the good times roll. It don't matter whether you're young or old. Let the good times roll.
Say that.
There you have it.
When you're dead, you're dead. You're
gone. You're dead. So
enjoy
it now. But David, I appreciate you. I appreciate everyone. Tomorrow we are live for Jacob. Oh my God! Again, Gregory, hold on. You guys are trying to keep Don King. Don King. Okay, so when the super chats come out, so does Don King. Don King, talk to him.
Hey everybody, let's have some fun. You don't live but once, and when you're dead, you're done. So let the good times roll. It don't matter whether you're young or old. Let the good times roll.
There you have it. Thank you again. But we'll be live tomorrow. Make sure you guys join us. Check out all the content because there's plenty of videos coming out. And like I say in every single one of these videos, you can love me or you can hate me. But I'm just a kid from Dang It. So until next time, take care, guys. Oh wait, hold on. Kevin Effect. Okay, hold on. Lunchtime beat. Thank you, Kev. Hold on. Don King. When the super chats come out, so does Don King. So one more time, Don. Talk to him.
Hey everybody, let's have some fun. You don't live but once, and when you're dead, you're done. So let the good times roll. It don't matter whether you're young or old. Let the good times roll.
Oh, God bless Don King. God bless all the viewers of the True School Sports subscribers. And I'm going to try to say it again. You can love me or you can hate me. But I'm just a kid from there. So until next time, take care, guys.